John will go after this song.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? Where is the laughter you used to bring me? Why can't I hear music play? My world is changing, I'm rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes too? Where are you, Christmas? Do you remember the one you used to know? I'm not the same one. See what the time's done. Is that why you have let me go? Christmas is here everywhere. Christmas is here if you can. If there is love in your heart and your mind, you will feel like Christmas all the time. Oh, I feel you, Christmas. I know I found you. You never fade away. The joy of Christmas stays here inside us. Fills each and every heart with love. Where are you, Christmas? Fill your heart with love.
It is 6 o'clock and 5 degrees below zero at KLW Forest City. And it's time now for Forest City High School basketball. Tonight, Forest City takes on Belmond Klemme. And with the call of the game, here is their Negastall on KIOW and on KIOW.com.
Hey, thanks, John. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside Belmond Klemme High School here in Belmond as we get set for the annual Christmas sweater game between Forest City and Belmond Klemme, or I should say Christmas all-around game as everybody has the festive cheer on, but still business to take care of as both the Belmond Klemme and Forest City boys and girls basketball teams want to end the first part of the season with the victory here this evening. And we talk about the Christmas sweater game. It's always fun to see all the girls. The boys don't do it, but all the girls from both Belmond Klemme and Forest City for the last, I want to say 3 years now, at least 2 years. They have dressed up in Christmas sweaters in this game before Christmas as Forest City and Belmond Klemme always play against each other right before the Christmas break. And all the girls have their warming up inside their ugly Christmas sweaters. And, well, Forest City head coach Matt Erpelding and his assistants also taking part as well. As those of you that are on the video stream will be able to see it. Those of you that are joining us via the radio, well, Coach Erpelding, we should probably call him Chris Kringle this evening, dressed up in a full Santa outfit, beard and all. He actually has also inserted something inside the suit to make him be a little beefier as well. Those that know Coach Erpelding, quite the skinny guy. So he's had to add a little something inside to make himself a little bit more bulkier, as his assistant coach is also dressing up in outfits this evening for the Christmas game. A lot of fun between these two teams, and should be a good basketball game we are in store for this evening. This is our pregame show. Our pregame show today brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service in Forest City. Eric and his crew, great guys over at Kingland Construction Service. Whether you need outer buildings or remodeling done, give them a call today at 641-581-0101. Again, that's 641-581-0101. We'll have the pregame show for you in 30 seconds. Welcome back here to Belmond as we get set for Forest City and Belmond Klemme. The Broncos are 2-3 overall, while Forest City is 3-3. Forest City coming off another come-from-behind victory last night as they defeated the Crestwood Cadets by a final score of 65-51. Forest City trailed that game 42-32. Towards the end of the third quarter, the Indians then had a 5-point swing, a 3-point basket from Colette Logus, a steal on the inbound pass, and a subsequent 2-point basket by Lexi Eisenbrand. That cut the game from 10 points to 5 points. As we talked with Coach Erpelding after the game, a lot of momentum when you cut a game from 10 points to 5 points. Forest City then goes into the fourth quarter, and in the fourth quarter, they outscore Crestwood 28-9, so they really didn't need the extra 5 points they got there, though that may have sparked them. That may have got them the momentum that they needed to go on and win by a final score of 65-51 to get themselves back to a 3-3 overall record. Again, Forest City started off the season with back-to-back losses to Algona, a loss to Algona, a loss to West Fork in back-to-back games. They came back and they were trailing Garner Hayfield Ventura. They were a quarter away from being 0-3 on the season, though. Forest City made a comeback. That was their first spectacular comeback of the season. They were against the Garner Hayfield Ventura Cardinals. Again, we would know a few weeks later that they're going to do it again against Crestwood. Then Forest City has rattled off some wins. After beating Garner Hayfield Ventura, they lost to North Union and now have won back-to-back games over Class 3A schools. A win over Spirit Lake last Monday, and a win last night over Crestwood, 65-51. Belmond Klemme, on the other hand, they're in the same boat that Forest City was in last night. Belmond Klemme has not played a basketball game since last Monday when they lost to North Union 56-39. That game was played 1 week ago. On Monday night, on Tuesday night against North Union. So Belmond Klemme has not played for a full week. Forest City, on the other hand, they had a night to knock off the rust last night. That's the same boat the Indians were in. Forest City last night, you could tell they were a little bit rusty because they hadn't played for a week before then. Because Forest City went Monday to Monday, and now Belmond Klemme has gone Tuesday to Tuesday without playing a basketball game. So we'll see. Maybe the Broncos are refreshed, but maybe the Broncos will have a little bit of rust on them as they've gone a week without playing basketball. First-year head coach Derek Varner. He's down there talking with the officials, talking with Coach Erpelding inside the players' meeting that's going on right now. Derek Varner in his first season here at Belmond Klemme. And if you were able to catch my story on Coach Varner earlier this season, 5 years he spent at Storm Lake St. Mary's, and he built that Storm Lake St. Mary's program. They went 10-13 his first year at Storm Lake St. Mary's. Then they went 7-14 in his second year. But after that, in his third year, they went 11-11. His fourth year, they went 19-4. Last year, he led Storm Lake St. Mary's to a 22-2 overall record. They lost in the Class 1A regional championship game to MMCRU. And if you remember, MMCRU is the team that went on to beat Newell Fonda in the semifinals round before Bishop Garrigan beat MMCRU in the state championship matchup. So Derek Varner, very good at coaching girls basketball. He just slowly took that Storm Lake St. Mary's program from 10-13. Within 4 years, he got them to 22-2, got them to a regional final, and then now wanted to move a little bit closer to home. Coach Varner is originally from Northwood, Kensett, wanted to get a little bit closer to home, and that's why he found the job here at Belmond Klemme. And it's in his first season he has the Broncos to a 2-3 overall record so far, but it has been a daunting start to the season schedule-wise for Belmond Klemme. We'll talk more about that when we come back here on the pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll take 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Broncos. We'll talk about the Indians. We'll get you set. Forest City and Belmond Klemme comes your way. 2 more minutes.
Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Larco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you from Belmond as we get set for the Broncos and the Indians coming your way. Doubleheader of boy and girl basketball, and we're going to have a fun one. Should have a fun one in the boys contest to come up next, as both Forest City and Belmond Klemme will be looking for their first victory of the season. Forest City is 0-4 on the year. Belmond Klemme is 0-6, so somebody will get their first win a little bit later on in the boys contest. The Forest City boys coming off a defeat last night to the Crestwood Cadets, 71-54. But first, before we get to the boys contest, we got what should be an exciting girls game. And while talking about these Belmond Klemme Broncos, a team that averages almost 41 points per game. But the big story with Belmond Klemme, Forest City fouled a ton last night. They cannot send Belmond Klemme to the free throw line. Belmond Klemme shoots 80% as a team from the free throw line. Yeah, not just one player, not just two players. As a team, they shoot 80% from the free throw line. Something Forest City has to limit tonight is limit how many times they send Belmond Klemme to the free throw line, and especially if you are going to send them to the free throw line, you cannot send the sophomore Addie Lamb. The 5'10 sophomore is 19 of 21, 90% from the free throw line. She has scored 92 points through 5 games already here for the Belmond Klemme Broncos, having an incredible start to her sophomore year after she had one of the best freshman seasons by a freshman in any class. She scored the 11th most points by a freshman from classes 1A all the way up to class 5A. She scored the 11th most points last year, 319 total points in her freshman season. She had 23 three-pointers, and she was 72 of 101 from the free throw line a year ago. Along with being 11th in scoring, she was also 33rd in steals. That's all classes. Well, who was number 11th in steals among freshmen last year in all classes? Well, she will also be on the court tonight, but she will be wearing red instead of wearing white. That is Colette Logus for the Forest City Indians. Colette was 11th in this entire state last year in steals. all classes from classes 1A through class 5A. So 2 really good sophomores along with a bulk of other young players we're going to see out there tonight between Belmond, Klemme, and Forest City. Who are some pieces Belmond, Klemme missing from last year? Well, Molly Hartwig had 6 points per game last year, scored 122 total points. She's gone to graduation. Ashlyn Wilms came in, gave them some good minutes. And then inside, Jenna Meyer, who played for 4 years for Belmond, Klemme. Jenna Meyer was big inside last year. She had 154 rebounds, 66 steals, and 109 points. Also lost to graduation, so those are some key pieces Belmond, Klemme will be without tonight. Along with Addie Lamb, they will also bring back Quinn Gabrielson, who is a classmate of Addie Lamb. And Gabrielson was kind of like the right-hand lady of Addie Lamb last year when Addie wasn't doing what she does. And Quinn Gabrielson, she was able to knock down some shots. 23 points so far to start this season. 5 3-pointers. She's 5 of 29 from three-point range, shooting 18% from field goal, and she has 21 rebounds so far this year, but 12 assists and 9 steals, so a good start in those departments for the sophomore Quinn Gabrielson. And then the senior leader in Allie Barris coming back. She's a multi-sport athlete there for Belmond, Klemme. Seen her in a number of different sports, whether it's softball or volleyball or here in basketball. Allie Barris will be back out for the Broncos again this year as well. 4 points last year, has 31 points this year, but has only played 3 games for Belmond, Klemme, as the Broncos are set to play their 6th game, have played 5 games already, and Barris has played in 3 of those 5 games. Kaylee Coolers has played in 5 games here as a sophomore for Belmond, Klemme. Another returning sophomore who was a freshman last year, Shaylee Aguilera. She started in all 5 games so far this year. She played last year as a freshman. Another part of that sophomore group that really is trying to work their way in. Chloe Homscheit was a sophomore last year. Now she's a junior. She's really got to fill that inside role at 5'10" is what she stands for Belmond, Klemme, and head coach Derek Varner. As far as Forest City goes, really fun. The Indians had 5 girls get career highs last night in that comeback win over Crestwood. 5 Forest City girls picked up new career highs, and it started with the junior Jaden Jerome, who her old career high of 14. She now has 15 points. She had 15 points last night. That's her new career high. And she led Forest City in scoring last night with those 15 points. Emma Anderson, 11 points last night. That was a new career high for her as well. Lexi Eisenbrand had that 2-point basket on the steal, put it in. That was her new career high. Jenna Donchi, she scored for the first time last night for Forest City. She got a free throw, so obviously gets a career high with scoring her first career varsity points last night as well. So a really fun night for Forest City Indians, and some Indians were able to reach some new career highs, and Forest City looking for maybe a little bit faster of a start tonight. Last night, the Indians, what they saw in the third and the fourth quarter, they outscored Crestwood 46-22 in the third and the fourth quarter. We already talked about 28-9 in the fourth quarter. Forest City wants to see that from the jump tonight, especially on a Belmond Klemme team that I just mentioned hasn't played for a week. And if you're Belmond Klemme, you just need to stay in this game through the first 2 quarters. Of course, as we mentioned, Belmond Klemme hasn't played for a few games. So the Broncos need to stay in this game. If they can get this game to halftime of the third quarter and they're right there in it, well, then they maybe have the rust knocked off by the second of the third quarter, and they maybe have a chance to stay with Forest City down the end. This could be a very good basketball game from start to finish. We will wait and see, but it should be a lot of fun. That's what we do know. It's going to be a good one between some really, really good young talent. We're talking about the future of the top of Iowa Conference here with these sophomores and freshmen that we're going to see. Of course, both teams sprinkle in some seniors and some juniors. You got to have that, but this is really going to be, it's going to come down to which team's younger players step up the most tonight. And of course, Forest City fans looking for their team. Of course, we have a lot of Belmond fans joining us tonight as well. They're looking for their team to find a victory this evening here on KIOW. We're going to take a break. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout, our second and final break of the pregame show. We want to say thank you to our good friends at Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Eric and his crew do a fantastic job. Thank you, guys, for your hard work out there. I know this time of year when it's really, really cold outside, they're still getting to work on different projects, maybe some indoor projects right now when it's 1 degree outside, maybe some outdoor stuff. But Kingland Construction Service, they're always working hard. Really appreciate them. Give them a call today at 641-581-01 1. We'll come back to starting lineups for Chris Kringle's Forest City Indians and Derek Varner's Belmond Klemme Broncos come your way in 2 minutes.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, Agrigold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for the Belmond Klemme Broncos, a senior guard at 5'6", number 3 is Allie Barris. A sophomore guard at 5'8", number 21 is Quinn Gabrielson. A sophomore guard at 5'3", number 23 is Shaylee Aguilera. A sophomore center at 5'11", number 3 is Kaylee Coolers. And a sophomore center at 5'10", number 31 is Addie Lamb. Derek Varner in his first year with Belmond Klemme has the Broncos at 2-3. He's in his sixth season overall with a 71-47 overall record. Forest City's starting lineups will look like this. A sophomore guard at 5'6", number 2 is Colette Logus. A junior guard at 5'4", number 3 is Emma Anderson. A sophomore forward at 5'10", number 4 is Bethany Warren. A junior guard at 5'7", number 5 is Jaden Jerome. And a senior guard, number 22 at 5'4", Carly Lambert. Forest City is coached by head coach Matt Erpelding, who is in his 20th season coaching girls basketball. He has 277 career wins to 171 losses. He's in his 5th year at Forest City, where he has won 64 times and lost 35 times. The Indians are 3-3 overall and 1-1 in the top of Iowa West. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Tip-off between Forest City and Belmond Klemme is next.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck for the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LP LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Welcome back here to Belmond Klemme High School as we get set for the 101st meeting all-time between Forest City and Belmond Klemme. The two teams meeting for the 101st time all-time. Forest City has won 70 of the 100 meetings that have been played between these two teams. Belmond Klemme has won the other 30. These two teams have played 99 times in regular season play. Forest City winning 70, Belmond Klemme 29. They've played one time in the postseason in which the Broncos won, so they are 1-0 in the postseason. Forest City's longest streak of winning. The Indians have won 23 straight games. The longest streak in program history resides right here with this Belmond Klemme Bronco team, as the Indians have not been defeated by Belmond Klemme since the first game of the 2009-2010 season. 23 straight wins for Forest City against Belmond Klemme, their longest. Broncos will wear white jerseys. They have light green numbers on front and back. Forest City in their same reds they wore last night. Numbers on front and back. Forest City across the chest in white. Indians turn it over to start the game. They got the jump. Logus was trying to go inside. She threw it right into the hands of Allie Barris. Barris with the basketball across the other way. Here comes the Broncos. Belmond Klemme. Aguilera inside the Lamb. Lamb turnaround jumper is up and it is no good, and the rebound will go to Colette Logus. So the Indians get fortunate there as Belmond Klemme will miss their opening shot after Forest City turned it over. 7:30 to play here in the first quarter. Inside Jaden Jerome. She'll kick it back out. Lambert's going to try for a three right wing. Hello, Carly Lambert's got a three to start the game for Forest City, and the Indians will lead 3-0. Good pass there. Good assist for the Indians to Carly Lambert, who knocks down the three. Now Lamb. Good, beautiful feed from Land. She doesn't just score, she passes as well. As Lamb got it to Kaylee Coolers, she gets the basket, and a foul is called as well. So Coolers will go to the free throw line to try to tie this basketball game up. Shot is good. Foul against Forest City. We'll go against Anderson, her first, team's first. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Jaden Jerome runs down the rebound for the Indians. They will lead 3-2. 7 minutes to play first quarter. Jerome to Colette Logus. Back near center court. Across the 10-foot line now. At the free throw line, Jerome. Jerome is stopped. Has to give it off. She does to Lambert. Now to Bethany Warren. Warren kicks it back out to Jerome. Jerome's going to try for a three. The same spot. Lambert just made one. It's no good. The rebound goes to Belmond Klemme, but Bethany Warren reaches in and creates the jump ball. Bethany Warren did a great job of reaching in on Quinn Gabrielson, and she forces a jump ball, and it will go back to Belmond Klemme, but good effort there by the sophomore Bethany Warren. 6:44 to play first quarter. Across the half-court line comes Lamb with it for Belmond Klemme. Here's Allie Barris now on the left wing. Barris loses the handle on it. Jerome going for a steal. They're going to call another jump ball. This time it will go to Forest City. So back-to-back jump balls for the two teams. 6:34 to play first quarter. Here comes Colette Logus across the half-court line. Logus with the basketball on the right wing. Logus feeds it off to Jerome. Jerome with the basketball. In the corner on the right side. She nearly throws it away. Indians will keep Colette Logus at the free throw line. Drives now. It's going to be kicked down to the left wing. Anderson. Anderson, left side of the paint. Trying to go to Lambert. Stolen away by Belmond Klemme. A couple of turnovers here for Forest City early in this game. And Barris trying to bring it across the line. Has it poked out of her hands by Anderson. 6:09 to play first quarter. 3-2 is the lead in favor of Forest City. Lamb with the basketball, the Barris left wing. Trying to go inside, stolen away by Warren. Warren out to Jerome. Jerome into the third block. She's going to try for a jumper. It's no good. Warren with the rebound, puts it back up, and her shot no good. Carly Lambert now a third opportunity, and she's fouled. So Carly Lambert is going to be fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Third opportunity for the Indians. The foul for Belmond Klemme will go on Gabrielson, her first. Free throw is up, and it is good. So Lambert will make the first one. Second one is up, and it is also good. 5:52 to play here in the first quarter. It is 5-2, Forest City in the lead. That was Lamb. Back out to Barris, will try for a three. That's good. Allie Barris will knock down the triple for Belmond Klemme, as the Broncos now tied the game at 5-5. 5:34 to play in the first quarter. Lambert's going to try to answer. A three is no good. Bethany Warren with the rebound. Warren back to Anderson. Anderson kicks it out to Jerome. Jerome for a long two, no. And the Indians will get another opportunity as Bethany Warren gets the rebound. Lambert drives in for two, and she scores. Good drive by Carly Lambert. She'll find the two-point basket. She has all of Forest City's 7 points. It's 7-5, Forest City by 2. Indian crowd trying to get into it now. Here's Lamb with the basketball. Lamb has it poked out of her hands. Gives it back to Aguilera. Aguilera trying to drive in. She's stopped. Kicks it out. Barris will try for another three. That's no good. Rebound to Gabrielson for a moment, but Anderson will steal it. Gabrielson had it for a moment, but Anderson takes it away. Here comes Forest City. Anderson at the free throw line. Into the corner, Lambert. Inside, Bethany Warren had position, but has her shot blocked by Coolers, and it will stay with Forest City. The sophomore, Kaylee Coolers, 5'11", finds her 13th block of the season. And she finds that one, 13 blocks in 5 games for Coolers. 4:44 to play here in the first quarter. Anderson will inbound from the baseline, the right side of the backboard. Indians in motion, trying to get the basketball in. They do to Lambert, left wing. Lambert has a lane. She's going to drive in, has her shot blocked again. Back-to-back shot blocks by Coolers, but Forest City comes up with it. They get it back to Lambert, squeaks out of her hands into the hands of Coolers. Coolers has 2 blocks tonight, 14 on the season now. Here comes Aguilera inside, and she's going to be fouled on the floor, I believe, by Colette Logus. So Aguilera was driving in. I believe Logus is going to pick it up. Yep. Colette will pick up her first foul. Second team foul against Forest City. It'll be Lamb who will inbound the basketball. Looking to try to get to 100 points in the season tonight. Forest City trying to prevent that. Aguilera top of the key. To Barris, she already has a three. Inside, wide open, good movement. Aguilera didn't get the shot up, though, and it's going to be a jump ball. We'll stay with Belmond Klemme. They had the play run perfectly. Aguilera was open underneath, but she didn't get the shot up before Forest City's defense collapsed. And Colette Logus was able to reach in and create the jump ball. 4:15 to play first quarter. They'll inbound the basketball to Aguilera at the free throw line. That's Gabrielson at the free throw line. Her jumper is no good. Bunch of sophomores out here for Belmond Klemme trying to get some court experience. Had some last year. Indians lose the basketball for a moment. Logus gets it back, though. That's the one thing that Coach Varner tells me is they're just looking to get more experience. Anderson for two, no good short, and the rebound goes to Coolers for Belmond Klemme. Aguilera across the half-court line. Aguilera in the right corner. She stops with the basketball, feeds inside to Gabrielson. Gabrielson back out to Coolers. Into the corner, Barris is going to try for another three. That's no good. Rebound is loose. Anderson might have got hit in the jaw. Looks like she is in a lot of pain. Jerome, meanwhile, is going to drive to the hoop. Her shot no good. Barris grabs the rebound. It's lost out of bounds by Lambert, and it will go back to Belmond Klemme. I think they got to get somebody in here for Emma Anderson, and she looks like maybe have got hit in the jaw a little bit. She was in a lot of pain. Hopefully she'll be okay. Career high 11 points for her last night. 3:31 to play here in the first quarter. 7-5, Forest City by 2. It'll be Addie Lamb who will bring the basketball up. 92 points on the season. They're trying to feed her inside again. Forest City will get another jump ball, and the Indians will get it back. Forest City forces another jump ball. Timeout, Belmond Klemme. 3:31 to play first quarter. Timeout, Broncos, full timeout. We'll come back in 1 minute for more basketball on KIOW.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. If you're just joining us here now, you see Santa and the Grinch out there on the court there for Forest City. Yeah, it's the Christmas time, so Forest City and Belmond Klemme doing their normal Christmas sweater or Christmas dress-up game. As you see, the Indians coach and staff all dressed up. Coach Erpelding is wearing a full Santa suit. Coach Kaler had a full Grinch outfit on a moment ago. He's taken the headwear off now of the Grinch outfit, but he had the full Grinch garb on a moment ago. Coach Strukel also dressed up for the Indians. Hayden Brown's in for the first time. She's trying to show her chops there as she drove in, gets stopped by the Broncos. Now it's turned over as Forest City throws it away. Gabrielson's got a steal for the Broncos, which she has done well this year for Belmond Klemme. In double figures there. They try to go inside to Addie Lamb, stolen away by the Indians. The steal, Brown trying to go the other way. Brown all the way to the rim. She's fouled. Count the basket. Hayden Brown coast to coast. Freshly in for Forest City. Goes coast to coast, gets the basket to go and the harm, as the foul for Belmond Klemme will go on Gabrielson. Gabrielson will pick up her second team foul, and now Brown has an opportunity to try to give Forest City a double digits for the first time tonight. As Brown will go to the free throw line for the Indians. Free throw is up and it is no good. Rebound to Lamb as she had a good box out on Drew Seglem. Forest City, though, collapses defense on her. It's 9-5 Indians with 2:41 to play in the first quarter. Gabrielson into the corner to Barris. Back to Lamb, now Aguilera. Aguilera will drive into Gabrielson in the left wing. Now to Barris, will try for a three right side. That's no good. Rebound to Drew Seglem. Seglem will outlet pass to Brown, and Forest City wants to move. 2:19 to play first quarter. 9-5 Indians. Trying to string a win together here, a couple of wins in a row. Brown will try for a step-back jumper. It is no good, a bit short. Gabrielson has the rebound for Belmond Klemme. Forest City trying to get a jump ball. Instead, they're going to call a reach-in foul on Lily Nelson. So Lily Nelson will be charged with the reach-in foul instead of the jump ball this time. Forest City has created a ton of jump balls tonight, but not this time. Nelson's first, team's third. 9-5 Indians, 2 minutes to play first quarter. Lamb across the half-court line to Barris. Barris into Coolers. Coolers now to Lamb, trying to score for the first time, and she's fouled. Not who Forest City wants to send to the free throw line. But Hayden Brown will be charged for the foul. It'll be Brown's first foul, team's fourth. And the 90% free throw shooter, Addie Lamb, will go to the free throw line. She's 19 of 21 from the free throw line so far this year. She was 72 of 102 last year. First free throw is on the way, and it's up, and it is good. She will get one more free throw from the charity stripe with 1:53 to play here in the first quarter. Second free throw on the way is up, and this time it is no good. Just the third miss of the season for Lamb. Forest City's lead is 3, 9-6 with 1:47 to play in the first quarter. Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson drives in, stops for a moment. She's back in for Forest City, which is a good sign. Good pass from Lambert back to Anderson, who drives and scores. Great pass there from Carly Lambert to Anderson, who's able to make a move in and find the basket. Now 11-6 Forest City. 1:28 to play first quarter. Here's Aguilera. Feeds to Lamb. Lamb kicks it back out to Barris. It was a slow pass, though. Barris couldn't set and shoot. Now Gabrielson. Here's Lamb. Lamb will try for a triple. That's no good. Rebound is poked out by Seglem, out of bounds, and it will stay with Belmond Klemme. 1:13 to play first quarter. 11-6 Forest City in the lead. Inbound pass will come from the far sidelines. Addie Lamb will do so. Lamb to Aguilera. Aguilera on the right side. Now to Lamb in the right corner. Lamb back to the right wing. Now at the free throw line. Still with the basketball. She throws it away. Lamb tried to feed it to Aguilera. Instead, she throws it out of bounds, and Forest City will get it back. Belmond Klemme averages about 18 turnovers per game. 1:05 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Anderson for Forest City to Brown. Inside to Seglem. Seglem stops in the lane. Nearly lost the basketball. Back to cutting Nelson, and Nelson throws it down. The Indians turn it over. Forest City turns it over. The Indians about 16 turnovers per game, and they have theirs. They have one there. 42 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Barris will drive. Barris looking for a two. That's no good. Rebound to Seglem. Short on the jumper for Barris. Seglum with the rebound. 33 seconds to play in the first quarter. Nelson has got the basketball. Nelson will drive baseline. Back to Seglum. Seglum now to the baseline. She's stopped. Back to Nelson. Here's Lambert, top of the key. 23 seconds to play in the first quarter. 21 on the shot clock. Now Nelson from about 15. It's good. Nelson with a little jumper from 15 foot gets it to go. And Forest City will extend their lead now 13-6. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's Gabrielson with the basketball. Feeds it to Lamb. Lamb drives in for two. She's fouled. Basket and the foul. Addie Lamb gets the basket to go with the foul. Forest City will pick up the foul. It'll be team foul number 5 for the Indians. Carly Lambert will head out for Forest City. It'll be Seglum's first foul. And Addie Lamb goes back to the free throw line where she missed one a moment ago, but she has already made one. The 90% free throw shooter misses again. And the rebound comes to Hayden Brown. 3 seconds to play in the quarter. Brown from half court. It's no good. That'll be the end of the first quarter. It's Forest City 13. It's Belmond Klemme 8. We'll head to the second quarter. Indians lead right after this.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as Forest City and Belmond Klemme 13-8, Forest City in the lead. Looking for a three, Aguilera, that is no good, and the rebound comes out to Anderson. So Forest City will bring it back across the half-court line. Anderson now to Seglum. Seglum inside the lane, trying to feed to Brown. Brown is kind of shoved out of bounds, and it's going to be to Belmond Klemme. Indian fans wanted a push call. They don't get it. 7:31 to play here in the second quarter. 13-8. Barris with the basketball to Coolers in the left corner. Coolers inside to Lamb, and a foul is going to be called on Seglum, which will be her second. So Seglum's going to get charged with her second foul. And it's going to be the 6th team foul against Forest City. As Bethany Warren will have to check back in, I would assume, for Seglum, who now has 2 fouls. 7:23 to play here in the second quarter. 13-8 is the lead for the Indians. Addie Lamb will inbound the basketball to Aguilera. Aguilera making a move to the right wing. She fell and she traveled, and Forest City will get it back. 7:19 to play. She kind of stuck her foot into the ground to stop and pass, and when she did so, she kind of slipped and fell to the floor. Creates a travel, and Forest City will get the basketball back. 13-8, Indians lead the basketball game and have it. Brown on the right side being guarded by Lamb. Left side, Jerome's going to try for a three. Yes! Jaden Jerome knocks down her first triple of the game, and Forest City extends their lead. Now 16-8. 6:53 to play, second quarter. Nelson guarding Barris. Barris to Aguilera as she picked up her dribble. Aguilera left wing being guarded by Bethany Warren. Inside to Lamb. Forest City will collapse on Lamb anytime she's got the basketball inside. Gabrielson driving, and a jump ball is going to be called, and Forest City will get it back. 6:37 to play here in the second quarter. 16-8. Colette Logus checks back in. It'll be Brown who will go to the bench for Forest City, as the Indians lead 16-8. The only 3 points so far of the quarter to the Indians. 6:30. We played a minute and 30 seconds. They've tried to feed it inside of Jerome, stolen by Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Lamb. Lamb to Coolers for two. It's no good, and the rebound goes to Colette Logus. Lamb had a good pass. Coolers just couldn't get the finish to go. 6:12 to play, second quarter. Back to the right side of your radio dial, right side of your screen. Forest City red jerseys, white numbers and letters with the basketball. Anderson has it near the 10-foot volleyball line. Now she's going to drive to the free throw line. Kick to Jerome for a second three. It's good. Jaden Jerome knocks down her second triple of the game, and it's now 19-8 Forest City with 5:52 to play in the second quarter. Indians offense clicking right now. Couple of threes from Jerome. Addie Lamb's going to try for a three. That's good. Addie Lamb will pull up and just take down a three. Trying to get her team back into it. 19-11, taking over the game for the Broncos. That's what she needs to do. Again, approaching that 100-point mark on the season. She had 319 points last year as a freshman. Here's Anderson. She's going to drive looking for a basket. That's no good. Bethany Warren, the rebound, though, puts it back up, has her shot blocked. Ball out of bounds off of Forest City, and it will go to Belmond Klemme. 5:21 to play, second quarter. It's 19-11 Indians. Belmond Klemme will get the basketball back. Lily Nelson will check out. Carly Lambert, Emma Anderson, Colette Logus, Bethany Warren, Jaden Jerome, Allie Barris, Shaylin Aguilera, Coolers, Gabrielson, and Lamb are the 10 out there for both teams. This is Aguilera on the right side. Inside to Lamb. Lamb back out to Aguilera. She's going to try for a three. That's good. Aguilera knocks down her first triple of the game. And Belmond Klemme back to within 5, 19-14, 4:52 to play here in the second quarter. Bethany Warren trying to get some position inside on Coolers. Those are two are classmates. Inside, the two for Carly Lambert is no good, but a foul is called, and it looks like Lambert's going to the free throw line. So Carly Lambert is going to the free throw line here for Forest City. Lambert is 2 for 2 already tonight. And she makes the first one here, now 3 for 3 from the free throw line for the Indians. Coolers will go to the bench, as we'll see Chloe Hobscheit for the first time check in. Second free throw is up, and it is good. 21-14, 4:41 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line comes Lamb to Barris. Barris gives it to Aguilera. Aguilera feeds it inside to Lamb. Lamb, good pass to Hobscheit, and she scores. Fresh into the game, Chloe Hobscheit finds a two. That's good tic-tac-toe passing there for the Broncos. 21-16, 4:23 to play second quarter. Colette Logus, it's a packed gym tonight here in Belmond. Logus falls to the floor, but gets the pass off. Jerome has 2 threes from that spot. Back to Anderson. She doesn't pull the trigger, though, this time as she's guarded tightly. Anderson feeds it inside to Warren, but the Indians throw it away. Another turnover for Forest City with 4:08 to play here in the second quarter. 21-16, Indians by 5. Addie Lamb will feed it to Aguilera, back to Lamb, and they'll bring it up the court. 30 on the shot clock. 4:03 to play on the game clock here in the second quarter. Lamb back to Aguilera, is going to try for a second three in the quarter. It is no good. Bethany Warren has the rebound for a moment. She lost it out of bounds, and it goes back to Belmond Klemme. Warren had a good box out, grabbed the rebound, but then lost it on the transfer to her other hand, out of bounds, and it will go back to Belmond Klemme. So the Indians turn it over and allow the Broncos another opportunity to try to draw closer. Lamb inbounds to Hobscheit, but it's stolen away by Anderson. Anderson poked it right into the hands of Jaden Jerome. Now Forest City trying to break out the other way. Here's Logus in the lane. Logus to Bethany Warren. Turnaround jumper is good. Bethany Warren gets the two-pointer to go. Her first of the game. She had a career-high 8 points last night. 23-16, 3:35 to play second quarter. Across the half-court line comes Belmond Klemme. It's Ellie Barris in the right corner. She's going to spot up for a three. No, and the rebound to Carly Lambert, out to Warren. Warren to Anderson. Anderson behind the three-point line. Inside, back inside to Warren. Warren gets bumped. We got a blocking foul. It's got to be a block. Yep. Blocking foul is called. They did kick it out to Colette Logus for a three. She did make it, but the foul well before then. It'll go on Hobscheit. That'll be her first. Third team foul on the Broncos. Pardon me, fourth team foul on the Broncos. Inbound pass Jerome to Carly Lambert. Back to Jerome. She's going to try another three. In and out, no good. Jerome was looking for her third three. That one was halfway down the tube and popped back out. Here's Lamb at the top of the key. Aguilera will drive baseline. Gives it to Lamb. Lamb turnaround in the lane, no good on the shot. Anderson and Bethany Warren miscommunication on the rebound. It does come back to Anderson with 2:46 to play second quarter, 23-16. Top of the key, Anderson. Anderson with the basketball. Anderson to Carly Lambert. Lambert will drive in. Lambert has her shot blocked. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Thought maybe Allie Barris got a clean block there, but it will be Carly Lambert going to the free throw line. And the foul will go on Barris. So Barris will pick up her second. 5th team foul against Belmond Klemme. First free throw from Lambert is no good. She was 4 for 4 on the night before that one. Second free throw is good. 5 for 6, not bad to start here for Carly Lambert. 24-16, Indians. Timeout, 30-second timeout called by Belmond Klemme. 2:28 to play second quarter, 24-16, 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 24-16, 2:28 to play here in the second quarter. As Belmond Klemme and Forest City in a conference battle tonight, the Indians trying to go above 500 in both their overall record and their conference record tonight. 3-3 overall, 1-1 in conference play. They have a loss to North Union, win over Garner Hayfield Ventura. In the corner, back from timeout, Barris inside to Lamb. Lamb, Hobscheit, tried to go back to Lamb. She's on the floor with the basketball. It's still loose. 3 or 4 girls battling for it. Finally, it's going to end up in a jump ball, and it will stay with Belmond Klemme. 2:17 to play here in the second quarter. Forest City was able to get their hands on it to create the jump ball. That one bounced around 3 or 4 hands after Addie Lamb was on the floor trying to grab it. They'll inbound to Gabrielson. It goes off the leg of Barris, and Forest City has a steal. Here's Lambert. Lambert trying to go all the way to the rim, and her shot's no good, but she's going back to the free throw line. Lambert doesn't get the 2 to go. Hobscheit will pick up her second foul. It'll be the 6th team foul. And now Carly Lambert, who is 5 for 6 from the free throw line, will go back. The first one is up, and it is good. Make her 6 for 7 now from the free throw line. Lambert is in double figures for the Indians. She has 11. Second free throw is no good. Rebound to Hobscheit. Hobscheit trying to give it off to Aguilera. Stolen by Colette Logus, and she will go the other way, but her shot is no good. It will go off of Aguilera. Oh, that looked like it went all the way off of Aguilera and went to Forest City, but the official says no. Somehow it went off of Forest City. Logus didn't get the 2 to go. And then after it came down, it looked like it went off of Aguilera and out of bounds, but Belmond Klemme will get it back. Here's Addie Lamb. She drives in. She loses the handle on it, and Forest City is going to have a steal. 1:43 to play here in the second quarter, 25-16. Anderson from the right wing. Anderson at the free throw line. She drives in. Anderson for 2. No good on her shot. And the rebound back to Hobscheit with 1:30 to play here in the second quarter. 25-16. Addie Lamb with the basketball. Top of the key. Lamb free throw line to Hobscheit. Barris is going to square up for a 3 left side. That's no good. And the rebound comes out to Carly Lambert. Lambert across the half-court line. Lambert being chased by Gabrielson. She'll give it back to Colette Logus at the 10-foot volleyball line. 1:11 to play here in the second quarter. Here's Jerome. Good feed inside to Bethany Warren. A bit long, but it was still a good look off the hands of Warren. She is able to gather it. Gives it out to Anderson. Anderson misses on her shot as she drove in. It comes off the rim, and it's going to be a jump ball between Hobscheit and Carly Lambert. 1:01 to play second quarter, 25-16. Fresh shot clock after the missed shot for Forest City. They'll inbound to Colette Logus. Logus has it on the right wing, being guarded by Aguilera, and the Indians throw it away. Indians throw it away, and Belmond Klemme will get it back with 50 seconds to play in the second quarter. Inside to Lamb. Lamb out to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Barris. Barris free throw line floater, no. Rebound to Jerome with 38 seconds to play. Jerome finds the rebound for the Indians. 35 seconds to play now in the quarter. 29 on the shot clock. Colette Logus left wing. Logus will try for a three. That's no good. And the rebound will go to Addie Lamb. Lamb tried to feed Hopscheit, picked up by Logus. Inside to a wide open Bethany Warren, and she scores. Good heads-up awareness by Colette Logus after the steal. She found Bethany Warren camping underneath the hoop wide open. 27-16, Indians by 11. 11 seconds to play in the quarter. Bethany Warren going for another steal. Does she save it? She did not, and it's going to go back to Belmond Klemme. Good effort by Bethany Warren to try to save it and give Forest City another possession. Instead, it'll be Belmond Klemme with the opportunity to try to cut into the lead with 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Inside to Gabrielson. Gabrielson, top of the key, 4 seconds in the quarter. Aguilera squares up for three, right side. It's no good. Hopscheit puts it back up, and it will not go. Couple of opportunities for the Broncos, cannot capitalize on the Indians not getting the basketball, and it's 27-16 at halftime as Belmond Klemme will lead, Forest City will lead Belmond Klemme heading into our halftime break. We'll take a break. We'll come back in about 1.5 minutes with our halftime show here on KIOW.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and stow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on Jane Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. We're joined now by Forest City boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker. And Coach, you didn't bring your Santa suit with you.
I did not. I left it at home. I don't know what I was thinking.
You packed it, but you just forgot it, right?
Well, let's make sure Earp wears it for our game, too.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, Coach, a game last night where I thought your team played really well at times, just maybe one or too many mistakes down the road.
That's exactly what happened. You know, we talked to them after the game last night. We were there with a very good team. I thought we made a lot of improvement. We just had, I can think of 4 things that really hurt us. We had 2 key turnovers when we were trying to hit a wing, went down for run-out layups. And then we didn't rotate well on a couple 3-point shots. And, you know, if we get a stop on those 3 and we convert one of the 2, that's a 12, 14-point swing. And so it's only 4 possessions, but that's how important each possession is. So kids learn from it, and I think they also realize how close they are, too.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say next is your team has to feel confident. Even after a game like that, you got to feel confident.
Yeah, they do. And the good thing I saw in there, they were confident, but they also were really bummed that they let that game get away from them. And that was a good thing to see. There's no moral victories, and I don't believe in that, and the kids don't either. And they really wanted to win that game. They thought they had a good chance. And halftime, I was really pleased where we were, and we just made a couple big mistakes early in the third quarter. And, you know, to our kids' credit, I was talking to you yesterday saying I was looking to see if they're going to be resilient when things weren't going well, and I think we got down 17, and then bang, we cut it down to 10 or 8 there in the fourth quarter and had a chance, and it just didn't work out for us.
You're going to take on a Belmond Klemme team tonight. Somebody's going to come away with their first victory on the season in conference play. A really good guard in Tyrion Franklin. You're going to see just they got some guys. What do you see against Belmond Klemme tonight?
Yeah, Franklin's a lot like the Powell kid last night. Really quick, gets to the rim. Not going to shoot a ton of threes, but he's going to put on the floor and make you guard him. And you know, quite honestly, I'm more worried about our guys and how we're getting better, and I want to keep building where we're at. Even though we're not getting the wins, I see this group making a lot of progress, and and I think that'll happen, and hopefully it's tonight. But I like the direction we're going, even though we're not getting the wins, and excited about after break once we get done with this as well.
Yeah, and you guys, of course, take us through the Christmas break. What does it look like for your team?
Well, we're going to give them some time off. Obviously, we have a mandatory dead week, which I fully agree with. I think that's time for kids to be with families and do what they need to do there. And then we'll come back. We'll have 4 or 5 practices and try to clean up some things and really focus in on those little things like we talked about earlier. And sometimes we do a scrimmage. We don't have one scheduled this year. I just think we want the practice time, and because coming out of break, we have a lot of games against some really good teams right off the bat. So I like to get into the scouting reports of some of these teams and kind of work on some of the things we're going to see.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks so much for your time.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
That's Forest City head boys basketball Coach Dan Rosacker. We'll come back in 1.5 minutes for more of the halftime show.
The opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestel with you from Belmond Klemme High School conference play, where Forest City leads the Belmond Klemme Broncos 27-16. Our halftime show today brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University. Thanks so much to Waldorf University for all their support of Forest City Indian High School athletics. Well, what a great quarter it was for Forest City. I guess 2 great quarters. Of course, the Indians that we talked about, there was a couple of mistakes here and there. But all in all, I thought they played pretty solid. It shot really well from the free throw line. What an incredible half from the free throw line it was for Carly Lambert, as the Indian senior went to the free throw line 5 times. She had 10 free throws, and she made 8 of those 10 free throws. And she has a total of 11 points here at halftime for Forest City. Had 7 in the first quarter, and then comes back with an additional 4 points for Forest City in the second quarter. She has 11 and leads Forest City with those 11 points. Take a look at our full scoring rundown. It is Carly Lambert with 11 points, 6 points for Jaden Jerome, 4 points for Bethany Warren, 2 points for Emma Anderson, 2 points for Lily Nelson, 2 points for Hayden Brown. Forest City has 27 points here at halftime. For Belmond Klemme, the Broncos look like this. Allie Barris has 3 points at halftime. It's 3 points for Aguilera. It's 2 points for Coolers. Forest City has held Addie Lamb to I think the Indians are happy with holding her to 6 points. She had a 3-point field goal, a 2-point field goal, and a free throw. So a total of 6 points for Addie Lamb in the first half. Forest City is absolutely okay with that. Addie Lamb is 2 points off of reaching 100 points on the season. And Chloe Hobscheit had the other 2 points for Belmond Klemme. We'll come back in about a minute for tip-off of the second half, our Waldorf University halftime show. Waldorf University has been the sponsor of today's halftime show. We appreciate them. If you want to find out how to become a Warrior, do so today by going to waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. Waldorf.edu. We'll come back in 1 minute for second half basketball.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Forest City red jerseys, white letters and numbers across their chest. Numbers are on front and back. Forest City is the lettering. Broncos across the chest in green for Belmond Klemme. Numbers on front and back, also in a light green gray, and then outlined in a darker green there for the Belmond Klemme Broncos. Third quarter action. Belmond Klemme will start with the basketball. Forest City has the lead. It's Indians 27, Broncos 26. Inside to Lamb. She had 6 in the first half, and the Broncos throw it away. Not the start Belmond Klemme wanted for the second half, as Lamb and Coolers have a miscommunication. The ball gets turned over, and Forest City will get it back. Across the half-court line comes Colette Logus on the right wing. Here's Carly Lambert. Back to Colette Logus, top of the key. Into the corner, Jaden Jerome has it. Now back to Anderson. Anderson to Jaden Jerome. She's got a couple of triples in this game already for Forest City. 18 on the shot clock. Inside to Bethany Warren. Back out to Logus, through the wickets of Logus and out of bounds. Low pass there, right through the legs of Logus, and it goes out of bounds, and we'll go back to Belmond Klemme. So both teams turn the basketball over. And now we'll have an officials timeout as they were inbounding the basketball. I looked away already. I'm not sure what happened, but there was an officials timeout away from the ball as they inbounded it. Now we're back to basketball. Here's Gabrielson. Gabrielson with it. Gives it off to Aguilera on the right wing. Aguilera trying to go to Barris, nearly stolen away by Bethany Warren. Barris under distress by Warren. Gives it off to Gabrielson. Here's Addie Lamb. Addie Lamb with the basketball. To Gabrielson, back to Aguilera. All sophomores. Now Addie Lamb. Addie Lamb will drive in the lane looking for 2. Her shot is no good, but she is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Addie Lamb looking for her 99th and 100th point of the season. Can find them both here as the foul for Forest City will go against Bethany Warren. That'll be her first. It'll be the first team foul against the Indians in the second half. First free throw is up, and it is good for Addie Lamb. Needed 8 points coming into tonight to reach 100 on the season. Had 319 points a year ago as a freshman for the Broncos. That was 11th in the entire state, all classes. Second free throw is no good. Coolers, though, with the rebound. Back to Lamb for a 3, looking for a 4-point play. It is no good. And the rebound this time again controlled by Belmond Klemme. Back to Lamb. Lamb baseline out to Aguilera. Aguilera top of the key. Now Barris will try for a 3. It's good. Allie Barris knocks down a 3. It will be a 5-point swing for Belmond Klemme to get a free throw and a 3-point basket, and it's now 27-20, a 7-point lead for Forest City. Jerome is open, will try for a 2. That is no good, and the rebound goes to Coolers. Forest City trying to harass Coolers inside to get the basketball back, but she was able to stay calm and get it off to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Addie Lamb. 6:20 to play here in the third quarter. Addie Lamb, Gabrielson. Lamb with the 10-foot volleyball line, trying to go to Aguilera, nearly lost it. Here's Barris on the right wing. Barris to Aguilera. Aguilera with the basketball, 10-foot volleyball line, top of the key. Now off to Coolers in the left corner. Quick passing to Aguilera on the right wing. Inside to Gabrielson. Gabrielson in the lane. Kicks it back out. Barris will try for a 3. That's no good off the front of the iron. And rebounded by Carly Lambert. Across the half-court line comes Lambert. Quick pass. Wide open Bethany Warren will try for 2, and she scores. Good pass to a wide-open Bethany Warren, who has 6 tonight for Forest City, 29-20. Indians back in the lead by 9 with 5:40 to play in the third quarter. Here's Gabrielson. Aguilera back to Lamb. Lamb spin move in the lane, kicks it out to Coolers. Now Aguilera to Gabrielson, 10-foot volleyball line behind the top of the key. Now Lamb on the left wing. Lamb's going to spot up for a 3. That's no good. Good box out by Anderson, and she gets the rebound. Anderson across the half-court line. Anderson will drive in. Anderson against Coolers for 2. No, on a fadeaway shot. It is no good, out of bounds off of Forest City, and will go back to Belmond Klemme to the displeasure of the Forest City crowd. 5:14 to play, third quarter, 29-20, Forest City by 9. Across the half-court line comes Lamb, and Gabrielson has it now. Aguilera back inside to Lamb. Lamb looking for Chu, and she's fouled. No, offensive foul is going to be called. Addie Lamb will be called for an offensive foul. She's going to ask the official what she did, and the official's going to say that you used your forearm to push, and that's what he just explained to Addie Lamb. Lamb will be charged with her first, team's first. He'll give it back to Forest City. Bethany Warren in the lane. Kicks it out to Lambert. Lambert looking for a three. Right side is good. Carly Lambert's got a triple for the Indians. Her second of the game, first of the half. Lambert's up to 14 points. And Forest City now leads 32-20 with 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Lamb looking for Chu. That's no good. Rebound. Lamb back up. She scores and the foul. Barris, was on the initial drive. Her shot was no good. Lamb grabbed the rebound, put it back up, and she gets called, or foul gets called while she's shooting. Basket goes. And Lamb will go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul goes against Logus, her second. Second team foul against Forest City. 4:31 to play, third quarter. Lamb, free throw is up, and it is good. The two-pointer did put Lamb over the 100 mark. Scoring on the season already for the freshman, or sophomore, pardon me. Hayden Brown's in for the Indians at the free throw line. Brown back to Colette Logus, left wing. Logus in the corner to Anderson. Anderson back to Bethany Warren's going to try an 18-footer, and she gets fouled. Anderson, Warren, an 18-foot jumper right inside the three-point arc, and she got fouled while going up. Don't usually see that. So now Bethany Warren gets bailed out, and she'll have two free throws to come from the free throw line with 4:13 to play here in the third quarter. First free throw is no good. Foul for Belmond Klemme goes against Gabrielson, her third. Second free throw is good. So Bethany misses the first one, makes the second one. And a travel is called on Gabrielson in Forest City. We'll get it back. 4:09 to play, third quarter, 33-23. Indians by 10. Warren's got 7 now for Forest City after that free throw a moment ago. Had 4 in the first half. Here's a drive. Anderson's got a lane. Left-handed layup is good. Good eyes by Emma Anderson. She saw the hole. She took the hole. And found the two-point basket with 3:51 to play in the third quarter. Coolers now on the left wing. Inside to Lamb. Lamb, turnaround jumper, no, short, rebound to Brown. Brown and the Indians are 3-on-2 the other way. Brown trying to go to it herself. Left-handed layup, no good, but she gets the contact and will go to the free throw line. Brown trying to go coast to coast, got the contact. And she'll go to the free throw line for a pair. The foul for Belmond Klemme goes on Barris, her third. So now both Barris and Gabrielson have 3 fouls. Third team foul of the half for Belmond Klemme. First free throw is no good for Hayden Brown. She'll get one more. 3:39 to play here in the third quarter. 35-23, Forest City by 12. Second free throw also no good. Carly Lambert's got the rebound though. Lambert up for 2, and she'll go to the free throw line. Lambert grabs the rebound, and she went to the right side of the rim. Went up for the shot. It was no good, but she's going to go back to the free throw line. The foul goes against Kaylee Coolers. That'll be her first. Fourth team foul against Belmond Klemme. And now it's Carly Lambert, who's 8 for 10 from the free throw line already tonight. Misses the first one. 35-23, 3:36 to play here in the third quarter. Drew Seglum is back in. So is Lily Nelson, as Colette Logus and Bethany Warren will go to the bench. Second free throw for Lambert is no good. Basketball out of bounds off of Belmond Klemme. So the rebound, nobody really knew where the rebound came down from after it missed the rim. Or came off of the rim, excuse me. Nobody really knew where it came from. They're going to say it went off a Belmond Klemme player, and Forest City is going to get it. Inbound pass, now Lambert on the right wing. Lambert, 14 already tonight for Forest City. Nearly throws it away. Brown will slap it back out to Lily Nelson, though. Lily inside to Drew Seglum, stolen away by Hobscheit. 3:20 to play here in the third quarter. Hobscheit's got it. Across the half-court line, timeout called by Coach Varner and Belmond Klemme. 3:15 to play, third quarter, 35-23. Forest City by 12. We'll come back in 1 minute for more basketball here on KIOW.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 3:15 to play here in the third quarter, 35-23. As Belmond Klemme will get the basketball back. Indians a 12-point lead. Inbound pass will come from Barris. They give it back to Barris, who feeds it inside to Lamb. And they lose the basketball. It's on the floor. It's going to be now taken away by Gabrielson. She got it back to Hobscheit for two, and it's good. Indians looked like they were going to have a steal and turn Belmond Klemme over, and said Gabrielson here, let me take that. Got it to Hobscheit. She knocked one down in the middle of the lane. 35-25, now a 10-point lead for the Indians. 2:50 to play, third quarter. Brown to Nelson. Nelson inside to Drew Seglum. Seglum out to Anderson. She'll try for a three. That's no good, short. Good box out by Gabrielson, and she'll have the rebound. 2:37 to play here in the third quarter, 35-25. Across the half-court line, ball in the hands of Aguilera. Now to Barris. Barris looking for a three. Banks it in. It's good. Allie Barris banks in a three. And Belmond Klemme gets it back to within 7 as everybody takes a moment to breathe as Addie Lamb goes straight to the floor. She'll have to come out for at least a stoppage of play. As she went down, they stopped the play for her. Barris, her third three of the game. And it looked like Lamb maybe got stepped on or rolled up on. 2:26 to play here in the third quarter. And as soon as the ball's in play, now Lamb can check back in. 35-28, 2:19 to play third quarter, but she had to come out for a moment. Forest City now trying to take advantage of her being out. Ball's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. It will stay with Forest City, but Hobscheit and Brown did a great job for both teams battling for it, and now Lamb can check back in. As Coolers will come out for the Broncos. 2:12 to play third quarter, 35-28. Jaden Jerome will inbound the basketball to Hayden Brown, left wing. Now to Colette Logus, gives it off to Seglum. Seglum gives it back to Jaden Jerome, left wing. Jerome will back up towards half court. Jerome trying to go to Brown, who was poked away, but it's kept alive by Lily Nelson. 5 on the shot clock, 4 on the shot clock. They've got to shoot it, 2 on the shot clock, and it'll be a shot clock violation against the Indians. They didn't start their offense till about 5 on the shot clock. They got to get a shot up there. 1:48 to play here in the third quarter, 35-28. Across the half-court line, here comes Belmond Klemme. Barris nearly falling out of bounds, but she keeps her balance. Inside, 2-point basket is no good, and a foul is going to be called against Forest City. So Gabrielson going after the rebound, and a foul was called while she was going for the rebound against Forest City's Hayden Brown. That'll be her second foul. It'll be the third team foul against Forest City in the half. Lamb will inbound to Gabrielson, who will try for a three. It's good. Quinn Gabrielson will knock down the triple for Belmond Klemme, her first points of the game, and the Broncos are back to within 4. Belmond Klemme now trying to make a comeback, as Forest City did last night. Now the Broncos are trying to do it to the Indians. Now Forest City, did they turn it over? They did. 1:17 to play here in the third quarter, 35-31. The Indians turn the basketball over, and Belmond Klemme gets it back. It was once a 12-point game. It is now a 4-point game, and Belmond Klemme has the ball. Here's Aguilera. She's going to spot up for a three. That is no good. Hobscheit the rebound. It is no good, but a free throws are coming as she was fouled. Hobscheit gets the second opportunity. Foul called against Jaden Jerome. It'll be Jerome's first, Forest City's fourth of the half. And now Hobscheit will go to the free throw line for a pair. First free throw of the season for Hobscheit is good. Hobscheit 0 for 0 from the free throw line until she made that one. Now 1 for 1. 35-32 as Forest City will make some changes. And Hobscheit will get one more free throw with 1:02 to play in the third quarter. It's up and it is no good. Rebound though to Quinn Gabrielson, and Belmond Klemme has got it back. The Broncos trying to cut into this Forest City lead, which is only 3 now. Here's Barris, baseline drive. Barris for 2, and then she's fouled. So now Barris will go to the free throw line. 15th foul against Forest City. Foul will go against Bethany Warren, her second. And now Barris is at the free throw line for a pair. She hasn't shot yet tonight, but she'll get 2 here. The first one is no good. Barris was 75%, 3 of 4 on the season, but she misses this one. She'll get one more, a 35-32 game with Forest City only leading by 3. Second free throw is good. The Indians' lead has been cut by 10. It was once 12, it is now 2, 35-33 with 45 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Here's Lambert, left wing inside to Bethany Warren. Warren back out to Jerome. Now to Lambert. 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Here's Colette Logus at the free throw line to Anderson. Anderson will drive in for 2. Her shot goes. Good offensive set run there by Forest City. Anderson scores 6 points for her. Indians back in the lead by 4, 37-33. 18 seconds to play in the third quarter. Inside Lamb. Lamb, did she travel? She did. 15 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 37-33 with 15 seconds to play, and the Indians have a chance to re-extend their lead. They'll have to do it, though, in 12 seconds. Colette Logus across the half-court line. Logus to Anderson, top of the key. Anderson to Carly Lambert. 5 seconds in the quarter, and the Indians throw it away. 3 seconds to play in the quarter. Forest City throws the basketball away, and now it'll be Belmond Klemme with the last opportunity. Indians will put full court pressure on to force Belmond Klemme to make a tough shot. Don't want to foul for sure. 3 seconds to play in the quarter. No, it's stolen by Logus. Logus at the buzzer for 3. No. Logus gets a steal, put it up at the buzzer to try to give Forest City a larger lead, but they will take a 4-point lead. A lead is a lead into the fourth quarter, 37-33. Our fourth quarter today is brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City, A&W, where you can find delicious shakes, cheese curds, burgers, and more. A lot going on there at the local Forest City A&W store. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City. We'll come back for the A&W fourth quarter in 30 seconds.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more. Available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Belmond Klemme outscores Forest City by 7 points in the third quarter. They outscore the Indians 17-10 to draw back to within 4 after Forest City led by 11 at halftime, 27-16. Indians have had a largest lead of 12 tonight, and that lead is now shrunk to just 4 points. And Belmond Klemme starts with the basketball. They'll give it to Hobscheit. Hobscheit across court to Barris. Barris is going to spot up trying for a 4-3. It's no good. A rebound to Jaden Jerome. She'll outlet pass to Carly Lambert. Lambert and the Indians have some run out here. Lambert is fouled by Barris. And for Belmond Klemme, Barris will pick up her 4th foul, not somebody Belmond Klemme wants to have 4. She's hit 3 threes already tonight. So obviously want to have Allie Barris in the game, but picks up her 4th foul. It'll be the 5th team foul on the Broncos. Anderson will inbound the basketball to Jaden Jerome. Jerome will spot up for a three right side. That's good. Jaden Jerome knocks down a triple, her third triple of the game. Across the half-court line comes Gabrielson. Gabrielson stolen away by Logus. Logus has a steal, and she'll slow it down and bounce it back out. Indians by 7, 40-33. 7:20 to play, fourth quarter. Anderson, free throw line. Now to Jerome, trying for another three. Yes! Jaden Jerome, her fourth three of the game. And the Indians have raced this lead back to 10, 43-33. Lamb loses the basketball on the floor. Throws it to Gabrielson, back to Lamb. 7 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Indians by 10 again. Here's Aguilera on the left wing. Has it poked away by Colette Logus, and it will stay with Belmond Klemme. She poked it away, but it poked it out of bounds. So stays with the Broncos. 6:52 to play, fourth quarter. 43-33. Indians by 10. Gabrielson inbounds the basketball to Lamb. Gabrielson. Aguilera trying to go back inside to Lamb. It's on the floor. It's a jump ball, and it will go to Forest City. Great job by Jaden Jerome getting on the floor with Addie Lamb. Now the officials are going to come back and talk about it. And they're going to say because Jaden Jerome was out of bounds. Jaden Jerome was out of bounds while Lamb was inbounds when they called the jump ball. Therefore, they're going to call it not a jump ball, and it will be Belmond Klemme basketball. So because Jaden Jerome was laying out of bounds and Addie Lamb was laying inbounds, though they both had possession, Jaden did have possession for the jump ball, so it goes back to Belmond Klemme. 7 seconds on the shot clock, though they turn it over on the inbound pass, and Forest City gets it back anyway. Anderson with the basketball, top of the key. Anderson to Colette Logus. Logus back to Lambert. Lambert, baseline. Lambert dribbles it back out, back to Jerome. Loose on the floor, Jerome to Bethany Warren. Left-handed layup is good. Bethany Warren finds her 9th point for Forest City. And Lamb travels, and Forest City gets it back. Indians back to their largest lead of 45-33 with 6:12 to play here in quarter number 4. And the Indians liking what they're seeing here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line comes Logus. Logus spin move in the lane. She's open for a floater. It is no good, but a foul is called, and Colette will go back to the free throw line. So good move by Logus. She gets to the rim. Foul is called, and there will be 2 free throws to come. Foul on Aguilera. That'll be her first. 16 foul. First free throw is up, and it is good for Colette Logus, who scores for the first time tonight. Looking to add another one here. Second free throw is up, and it is also good. 47-33, 14-point lead, the largest for the Indians, with 5:58 to play here in the fourth quarter. Aguilera stepped on the out-of-bounds line. It goes back to Forest City. Aguilera was trying to tiptoe the out-of-bounds line near the Belmond Klemme bench, but she stepped on it, so Forest City will get it back. 47-33, 5:49 to play here in the fourth quarter. Logus, now she throws it away, trying to feed Anderson inside. A little bit of a strong pass on a lead there to Anderson, and it will go out of bounds. 47-33 as Coach Erpelding will tell the team to slow down, take their time. As we had a 14-point lead, take some time off. Lamb, no good on her shot. Follow-up for Lamb is good. 47-35, missed the shot, got her own rebound, put it back in. 5:24 to play here in the fourth quarter, 47-35. Anderson will square up for a 3 left side. That's no good. Carly Lambert trying to grab the rebound, but she loses it out of bounds. And it will go to Belmond Klemme. 5:17 to play, fourth quarter. 47-35. Inside, Hobscheit has got position on Jerome, though she didn't go up with it. Forest City crowd wanted to travel. They don't get it. Hobscheit does take a shot. She misses it. And Anderson's got the rebound. Timeout called by Forest City. 5:02 to play, fourth quarter. It's 47-35. Indians by 12. They'll take a full timeout. We will as well. We'll come back in 1 minute for more girls basketball here on KIOW.
Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 5:02 to play here in the fourth quarter, 47-35. As the Indians will hang on to the basketball once again, bring it across the half-court line. Jaden Jerome's got it, 12 points on 4 3-point baskets for Jerome tonight. Lily Nelson into the game. She's got the ball. 3 seconds in the lane is going to be called on Bethany Warren, and Belmond Klemme will get it back. So Bethany Warren was in the lane apparently for longer. And so a turnover on Forest City, 4:46 to play here in the fourth quarter. Barris on the left wing trying to go inside. Oh, Lamb again falls on that ankle back-to-back times. Now Lamb is down again. She's still, Forest City is 5-on-4 as Lamb is laying on the floor back the other way. Forest City gets a 2-point basket to go with Colette Logus. Second time that Lamb has been down with what might be an ankle. She is still going though. Back into the play here. But Forest City got that bucket from Colette Logus. They were 5-on-4. Now Logus trying to get a jump ball, and instead a reach-in foul is going to be called. So Colette called for her third foul to be the 6th team foul against Forest City. Anderson will go out. Carly Lambert comes in. 4:17 to play, fourth quarter, 49-35. Forest City by 14. Aguilera's got the basketball. Aguilera now to Barris, trying to go inside the Lamb. Tipped by Forest City out of bounds. 4:12 to play, fourth quarter, 49-35. Inbound pass will come from Lamb, right side of the backboard of the baseline to Gabrielson. Gabrielson inside the lane, takes the contact, pushes it back out to Aguilera, top of the key. Now Aguilera loses the basketball. She was trying to pass to Barris. Forest City has numbers. Inside, Bethany Warren for two. No. Colette Logus with the rebound. It's going to go off of Bethany Warren. No, off of Addie Lamb, out of bounds. Forest City basketball. Logus grabbed it, trying to give it back to Bethany Warren, and they're going to say that Lamb poked it out of bounds. So it will stay with the Indians. 3:57 to play here in the fourth quarter as Forest City's inbound pass is stolen away by Aguilera. Now she's trying to race the other way, and Logus is called for her fourth. Logus is going to have to be careful now. She has 4 fouls. It'll be the 7th team foul against Forest City. Free throws coming. Anderson will come in. Logus will have to go out with those 4 fouls. Couple minutes off. She'll come back in and maybe play the last couple for Forest City. Aguilera will shoot 1 and 1 here for the Broncos. First time at the free throw line tonight for Aguilera. It is up and it is no good. Lamb the rebound, no, and she has her shot blocked. Lamb on the rebound, trying to put it back up. Shot blocked, taken away by Forest City. Addie was trying to get fouled and go back to the free throw line where she's a 90% free throw shooter, but the Indians got a clean block. Anderson with it, back towards the half-court line to Jaden Jerome. She's got 12 tonight. Back to Anderson, 3:33 to play here in the fourth quarter. Anderson inside to Bethany Warren. Warren in the lane. Warren back to Anderson, up and under. Layup is good by Emma Anderson. Beautiful feed, beautiful basket. Anderson has 8, 6 in the second half, and the Indians' lead is now 51-35. Here's Lamb. Aguilera for 3. That's good. Aguilera cans a 3-point basket, 51-38, 3:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. Anderson across the half-court line. Some zone pressure here for Belmond Klemme. Lambert with the basketball, baseline, and a foul is going to be called against Belmond Klemme. So a foul called on the Broncos will be the 7th, I believe, and it should be free throws for Carly Lambert. It'll go against Gabrielson. That's her fourth. So Gabrielson has four, Barris has four, and Colette Logus has four. Lambert will make her first free throw here in the second half, which will give her second free throw. She was 8 of 10 in the first half. Second free throw is no good. She's 1 of 4 here in the second half. 52-38, Forest City leads the basketball game, and a foul is called on the Indians as they were trying to outlet pass inside to Barris. Carly Lambert will get nabbed with a foul, probably a good foul, otherwise it looked like it was going to be an easy layup for Barris, and now it'll force Aguilera go to the free throw line and earn it. Timeout called by Forest City. Aguilera just missed one a moment ago. The Indians will force them to earn one when we come back in 30 seconds. Timeout, Indians.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Welcome back here to Belmond. Forest City over 50 points again for a third straight night, as they have 52-38, the lead for the Indians. Bethany Warren, back-to-back nights with career highs, as Warren now with 9 points tonight. She had a career high 8 points last night. Has 9 points tonight, which is another career high for her. 2:47 to play here in the fourth quarter, 52-38. And Aguilera, who just missed the front end of a 1-on-1 a moment ago, will get another opportunity here. The free throw is up, and it is good this time. So she'll earn the back end of the 1-and-1, trying to claw Belmond Klemme closer. 52-39, 2:47 to play. Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Out of bounds. Who to go off of it? Went off of Gabrielson, and Forest City will get it back. So the Indians will get the basketball back, leading 52-39. Full court pressure is put on here by Belmond Klemme. Indians will inbound to Bethany Warren. Warren trying to break across the half-court line. Inside to Jerome on the breakaway for two. It's no good. Rebound out to Lambert. Lambert at the free throw line to Emma Anderson, and Forest City can slow it down. 2:33 to play fourth quarter. Indians lead 52-39. Anderson inside to Warren. Loses the basketball out of bounds, and it will go back to Belmond Klemme. 2:38 to play here in the fourth quarter. 52-39, Forest City in the lead. Can the Indians hold on for back-to-back wins? Gabrielson with the basketball. Has it stolen away by Warren. Warren on the steal. Warren trying to go the other way. Warren to the rim, and her shot is just short, no good. Lambert the follow-up. Count the basket and the foul. Warren short on her shot. Lambert follows it up, grabs the rebound, puts it in, and she is fouled. And if it's on Barris, that is Barris' fifth. I think I saw 3. It is on Barris, and she'll have 5 fouls. She'll have to take a seat for Belmond Klemme. 5th on Barris. Lambert gets the 2-point basket to go, and will have an opportunity at a 3-point play. Lambert, another great night tonight for Forest City. She's approaching her career high as well. Second free throw is up, and it is, or first free throw, pardon me, is up, and it is no good. Aguilera across the half-court line. Aguilera inside to Gabrielson. Quick chew goes. Gabrielson finds her first 2-point basket. It's a quick one. Make it 54-41. Forest City's lead is 13. Colette Logus across the half-court line. 1:52 to play here in the fourth. And the Indians turn it over. Aguilera's got it back. Aguilera trying to go all the way. Aguilera left-handed layup too far under, and she hit the bottom of the backboard. Aguilera had the run out all the way to the rim, but she got too far under and threw it up on underneath the backboard, and Forest City has got it. Emma Anderson back across the half-court line to the left side of your radio dial. Now to Bethany Warren. Warren inside the lane. Kick out to Jerome. Jerome looking for her 5th 3. It's no good. And the rebound is loose back out to Gabrielson. Or pardon me, Lamb. Lamb drives in looking for 2. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. No good. And the rebound this time goes to Jaden Jerome. 1:13 to play fourth quarter. Forest City by 13, 54-41. Anderson has the basketball to Colette Logus, who will try for a 3 in the corner. That's no good. And the rebound goes to Gabrielson. Less than a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City looks to be on their way to another victory tonight. Aguilera still in the backcourt. And Belmond Klemme will have to take a timeout as they were about a second away from a 10-second violation. 54-41. Timeout on the floor taken by the Broncos. 52 seconds to play. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back on the A&W halftime show in 30 seconds.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW as the A&W fourth quarter underway. Forest City is 52 seconds away from another victory on back-to-back nights. 54-41 is the lead for the Indians. 50 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line. Basketball in the hands of Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Aguilera inside. Looking for Chu. It's up and it is no good. That is London Young in for the first time tonight. Young gets it back out to Aguilera, and it's stolen away by Jaden Jerome with 34 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. And Forest City with shot clock off. They can let the game run down. 54-41. It looks like the Indians will just wind the clock down as they're on their way to a back-to-back victories. They are going to be over 500 as they are on their way to 4-3, over 500 in conference play. As they will move to 2-1 in conference play, they will move to 3-3 or 4-3 overall. 9 seconds to play in the game. 54-41. Forest City will dribble it out. That will be the final score. Indians win 54-41. We'll come back for the post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds in 3 minutes.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers, stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Jenn-Air. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life. And learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Sarah Eggestal with you from Belmond Klemme High School, where the Indians have won back-to-back games in girls basketball as they will advance their record now to 4-3 overall. They are now 2-1 in the top of Iowa Conference. Belmond Klemme will fall to 2-4 overall. They are now 1-2 in the top of Iowa Conference play. And Forest City just getting the best of Belmond Klemme in every quarter but the fourth. Forest City outscores the Broncos 13-8 in the first, 14-8 in the second. They get outscored by Belmond Klemme in the third, 17-10. And then they outscore Belmond Klemme 17-8 in the fourth quarter to win 54-41. Taking a look at our scoring rundown, Jaden Jerome leads the team. Carly Lambert leads the team with 17 points, a couple of points off her career high, tied with her season high 17 points. Jaden Jerome also in double figures. She has 12 tonight, all by three-point baskets. It was 9 points for Bethany Warren. That's a new career high for the sophomore in back-to-back games. 8 points for Emma Anderson. It was 4 points for Colette Logus, 2 for Lily Nelson, and 2 for Hayden Brown. Forest City, 54 points. The Indians committed a total of 13 fouls in the game. There was 4 on Colette Logus, 1 on Emma Anderson, 2 on Bethany Warren, 1 on Jaden Jerome, 1 on Lily Nelson, 2 on Hayden Brown, 1 on Carly Lambert, and 2 on Drew Sagalum. Belmond Klemme's scoring looks like this. They're led by Addie Lamb. She is held to 12 points tonight. She's over 100 points for the second time in her career. And back-to-back season now as a sophomore, she had 319 points as a freshman. 10 points for Allie Barris, 7 points for Aguilera, 5 points for Gabrielson, 5 points for Hobscheit, 2 points for Kaylee Coolers, also for Belmond Klemme. The Broncos got this game to within 2 as Forest City led by 12. Belmond Klemme got it to within 2. Then Forest City got it back to 14 to go on and win by a final score of 54-41. We'll take a 30-second break. When we come back in 30 seconds, we'll have our NBT Bank player of the game. NBT Bank has 10 North Iowa and Southern Minnesota locations to serve you. Check-ins, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. See them online at nbtbank.bank. Our NBT Bank player of the game comes your way in 30 seconds.
NBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with NBT? nbtbank.bank, member FDIC.
Our NBT Bank player of the game is Jaden Jerome. 4 3-point baskets, 12 points. She's in double figures for back-to-back nights. She had 15 points last night, so 27 in the last 2 games for Jaden Jerome. And she had some timely 3-point baskets that helped Forest City extend their lead. So Jaden Jerome will be tonight's NBT Bank player of the game, as Jaden has 12 points, all 3-point baskets for Forest City in this game. Again, Forest City goes on to win 54-41. The Indians are now 4-3 overall. They are 2-1 in the top of Iowa Conference. Forest City will be off now for the remainder of the Christmas holiday. They'll come back in 2023 and try to make a run at the postseason. They're going to have a lot of games against some really good teams when we come back. We'll come back to games like a ranked Clear Lake team, a really good Waverly Shell Rock team, Bishop Garrigan, North Union again on the flip side of the schedule. Of course, you'll play Garner Hayfield Ventura again. You'll have to go to Garner Hayfield Ventura. You'll get this Belmond Klemme team again at home. So a lot of really big games for Forest City when we flip over to January and to February. Plus, they'll get games with West Hancock. Of course, they've got some good athletes. Of course, you got Mallory Lear, who's having a good year there for the West Hancock Eagles. So we'll see them in January and in February. So should be a good second half of the schedule. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the pregame show of our boys contest. Now let's take 2. We'll come back in 2 minutes. We'll have the pregame show of our boys contest. This concludes our County Line Seeds postgame show. Our postgame show today was brought to you by our friends at County Line Seeds. If you're in the need of corn or soybean seed, give my friends Jake, Matt, or Chuck a call today at County Line Seeds or see them off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Look them up on Facebook. They do a lot of stuff on their Facebook page. They're always posting videos about plots or different things they're doing, so make sure you find them on Facebook as well. Again, that's County Line Seeds. Find them on Facebook today, the sponsor of today's post-game show. Pre-game show brought to you by Kingland Construction Service comes your way in 2 minutes.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Our pregame show today brought to you by Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Whether you need work done outside or work done inside, give my friends at Kingland Construction Service of Forest City a call today at 641-581-0101. Again, that's 641-581-0101, the sponsor of today's pregame show. And we'll have that pregame show for you in 30 seconds.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through 9. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Back here to the pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Kingland Construction Service. It's going to be a good one here between two teams looking for their first victory. Who's going to find it, Forest City or Belmond Klemme? One team will walk out of here with a victory on the season. One team will still be searching for their first, as Forest City looking to find some momentum after a pretty good game. We talked with Coach Rosacker at halftime of the girls' game, and he kind of had the same sentiment as we were thinking after last night's game, that Forest City really was not that far away last night against Crestwood. They made, they compounded like 3 or 4 mistakes in a row, led to a 14-0 run by Crestwood, and that kind of was the difference in the game. Forest City led and controlled that game for a lot of it. So the Indians want to keep that going tonight. It's going to be a stopping number 11, Tyrion Franklin, the junior guard, having a great year, 61 points. He leads the team, though he hasn't got it going from three-point range. He's 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, but does have 24 made field goals, nearly 40% from field goal. He is 59%, 13 of 22 from the free throw line, and again has 61 points, 32 rebounds, 14 assists, 15 steals. Has turned the ball over 33 times this season, so he's going to be one to watch out for. As far as shooting the three-point basket, Brody Kern, who we've seen for the last few years here for Belmond Klemme, he has made 5 of 20. He is the leader when it comes to three-point baskets, 5 of 20 on the season, 25% there for Kern. As a team, they've made 12 of 64 from beyond the arc for the Belmond Klemme Broncos, a 18% total. They shoot as a team about 28% from the floor. Forest City, on the other hand, the Indians shoot about 33% from the floor, score about 45 points per game. and really have been scoring a few more. They scored 54 last night, scored 55 against North Union, 46 against Garner Hayfield Ventura. The one that really hurts their average is that game against Algona in non-conference play, which they scored 35 points and lost 80-35. Saw a really good game out of Carson Hall, the sophomore, last night for Forest City. He tied his career high with 13 points. In 4 games this year for Forest City, Carson Hall has scored 13 points twice. He scored 13 points against Garner Hayfield Ventura, then scored 13 points again last night. Had 3 threes in the second half, trying to help dig Forest City back into this game. And the Indians are really going to lean on the sophomore Carson Hall here this evening. Also saw a good game out of Ty Dillavu, another sophomore classmate there of Hall's. Dillavu scored 6 points last night. He had 7 points against Algona, which is his career high. So in the last 3 games, a 7-point game, a 6-point game for Ty Dillavu. He's starting to kick it on. And of course, the big guys inside, Carson Strukel, he's going to get his 11, 12 points per game, 12 points last night. Forest City could like to see him get up there in the 15, 16-point range each and every single night. About 12 points right now for the Indians. Tristan Bransoy, just under 7 points per game this season. The sophomore, another, again, 6'4", having a good time inside. Corey Thorson, I thought, played, didn't hit the score sheet, but I thought Corey Thorson played really well last night for Forest City. He was really aggressive. He was fighting for loose balls. He got called for a couple of fouls that I think maybe are 50-50 calls depending on who's refereeing the game that night. But I like the aggression out of Corey Thorson. He needs to keep that up for the Indians. Really like his game last night. And that's what, sometimes just you're not going to score a bunch of points for Forest City. Sometimes you just got to be that grindy guy, that guy that gets in there and digs the ball out. That guy fights for loose rebounds, gets aggressive in there. And I thought that was Corey Thorson last night for Forest City. Of course, Tommy Miller was cool, calm, and collective as he normally is for the Indians as the point guard leading the way for the Indians. And then you got Ty Sopko, Connor Sopko, who are going to come in for Forest City and see some minutes there. The Indians 0-4 on the season, looking for their first win here against Belmond Klemme. As they'll go into the break, they'll come back against Bishop Garrigan on the 3rd. Bishop Garrigan, Lake Mills, and Clear Lake are the first 3 out of break for the Forest City Indians. We'll take another break. We'll take about a minute. We'll come back in 1 minute. We'll have starting lineups and tip-off between Forest City and Belmond Klemme.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as we're getting set for Forest City and Forest City and Belmond Klemme in the final game before we go into the Christmas break. As both teams winless so far this year. Forest City is 0-4, 0-2 in conference play. Belmond Klemme is 0-6, 0-3 in conference play. Taking a look at the conference standings while we have a moment to do so. Lake Mills is 5-0. They're 3-0 in conference play. Garner Hayfield Ventura pacing the conference. They're 6-0 overall, 5-0 in conference play. North Iowa is 0-3 in conference play, 1-3. West Hancock is 2-2, 2-3 overall. North Union 3-0, 5-1. 4-4 Bishop Garrigan, 1-2. Eagle Grove is 1-5 and 1-2 in conference play. Starting lineup first for Forest City, a junior guard at 6 foot, number 2 is Tommy Miller. A sophomore guard at 5'10", number 4 is Carson Hall. A sophomore guard at 6'2", number 20 is Ty Dillavu. A senior guard at 6 foot, number 30 is Connor Sopko. And a senior at 6'4", number 40 is Carson Strukel. Starting lineups for the Belmond Klemme Broncos, a senior, number 2, is Brody Paulson. A junior, number 11, is Tyrion Franklin. A senior, number 12, is Brody Kern. A senior, number 15, is Braden Gabrielson. And a junior, number 30, Jackson Belstini, making his start tonight. It is his 4th start of the season. All the rest of the guys for Belmond Klemme has started throughout the season. Justin Meyer is the head coach of the Belmond Klemme Broncos. Forest City is coached by 22nd-year head coach Dan Rosacker. He has 355 career wins, 133 career losses. That's a 73% win rate. The Indians will wear their red jerseys here on the road. White numbers across their chest. Numbers are white letters, Forest City across their chest. Numbers are on front and back in white, outlined in gray. Belmond Klemme white jerseys, BK across their chest in green. Green numbers are on front and back. It'll be Belstini jumping for Belmond Klemme, Strukel jumping for Forest City, and we are underway from Belmond Klemme High School. The Broncos getting the opening tip. Belmond Klemme, here's a 3 on the way up, and it is no good. Quick and early 3 for the Broncos. Now Forest City's got the rebound. That was Brody Kern on the three-point basket. Ty Dillavu getting his first start tonight. Across to Sopko, trying to feed Tommy Miller, falls out of bounds, and it will go back to Belmond Klemme. 7:34 to play first quarter. As Franklin will bring it up. Tyrion Franklin throws it away, trying to feed Gabrielson, but just throws it away. A little bit high on the pass. 7:27 to play here in the first quarter. Tommy Miller comes across the half-court line. Here's Carson Hall on the right wing. 13 points last night for the Forest City sophomore, tying a career high. Here's Strukel on the left wing, back to Carson Hall. Tommy Miller inside to Dillavu. Dillavu had 6 last night. Here's Sopko for 3. It is good. Connor Sopko will line up and knock down the first bucket of the game for Forest City. It's a 3-point basket, and the Indians lead 3-0. Here's Kern across the half-court line. Kern, Belstini. Now Franklin. Franklin will drive in. He'll take the contact. It'll be a foul on the floor, I believe, on Carson Strukel. It'll be on Carson Strukel with 6:53 to play in the first quarter. So Strukel will get charged with his first foul. First team foul against Forest City. Inbound pass to Franklin on the left wing. Tyrion Franklin has the basketball, backs up towards the half-court line. On the left side, here's Kern will try for a 3. That's no good off the front of the iron. Rebound by Dillavu, taken by Tommy Miller. Miller across the half-court line to the right wing. Miller being guarded there by Franklin. Now to Sopko, trying to look inside to Strukel, wasn't there. Here's Hall, short corner left side. Dillavu turnaround jumper, no good. Strukel making a good effort at the rebound, but it comes to Belmond Klemme. Here's Franklin. Franklin on the right wing. 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. Franklin's got it. 27 on the shot clock. Franklin to Kern, left wing. Back towards half court is Franklin. Standing inside the circle near half court. Now Belstini. Belstini loses the handle on it. Carson Hall has a steal. Quick pass up to Sopko, a little bit long. Sopko saves it to Tommy Miller. He scores. Tommy Miller saves it and will get an assist. As Sopko finds a 2-point basket. He has all 5 for Forest City. It's 5-0 Indians. Now Hall with the steal. Lead pass to Miller for 2. No. A little bit short as Sopko finds the rebound. A second opportunity. Sopko in the corner to Tommy Miller looking for 3. No. And the rebound will come to Gabrielson. Indians flying around to start the first quarter. 5:40 to play in the first. It's 5-0 Forest City. Across the half-court line, here's Belstini. Belstini gives it out. That's Paulson. Now Franklin will try for a 3. That's no good. And the rebound to Dillavu. Dillavu, outlet pass to Tommy Miller. Miller to Strukel. Strukel trying to drive in. He's fouled. No basket. They'll call the foul on the floor. It'll go against Franklin. That'll be his first. First foul against Belmond Klemme. 5:22 to play first quarter. 5-0 is the lead in favor of the Indians. They'll inbound from the baseline on the left side of the backboard. Tommy Miller will do the inbounding here for the Indians. Miller to Strukel. Strukel working on Belstini, nearly falling out of bounds. Gets it to Hall. Hall swing pass to Dillavu. Now to Tommy Miller, top of the key, looking for a 3. It's no good short. Rebound Strukel. Strukel puts it back up. No good, but he's fouled. Good extra effort there by Carson Strukel. Gets the rebound over Belstini. Went back up. Didn't get the shot to go. but he'll go to the free throw line. And Strukel will go for 2 free throws. It looked like the official gave Strukel's number to the bench. They're going to call the foul on Belstini. The free throw is up and it is no good. So Belstini will be charged with the foul. The referee gave the scorer's table 40. Obviously that's Strukel's number. Free throw is up and it is good. So the second free throw will go for Strukel. And the Indians' lead is now 6-0. 5:08 to play here in the first quarter. Across the half-court line comes Paulson. Paulson gives it back to Kern. Kern at the half-court line. To Franklin in the corner. Franklin drives baseline. Did he step out of bounds? No, they're going to call a foul on the baseline drive by Franklin on Forest City. So the Indians' foul will go against Dillevue. Dillevue's first, team's second. 4:56 to play first quarter. Inbound pass to Kern, right wing. Here's Gabrielson, turnaround jumper from the second block. No, Strukel with the rebound. Across the half-court line, Tommy Miller. Here's Sopko, back to Tommy Miller. Sopko on the right wing. Tommy Miller back towards half-court. 4:37 to play in the first quarter. Here's Sopko. Connor Sopko will line up for a 3. That's good. Connor Sopko turns around and knocks down the triple. Sopko having a great night to start here for Forest City. He has 6 of the Indians' 9. Tommy Miller gets a steal in the backcourt, and he scores. Indians lead 11-0. 4:16 to play in the first quarter. Franklin across the half-court line from Belstini. Back to Franklin on the right wing. Franklin in the corner. Gabrielson at the rim. Now Belstini for 2. He scores. So Belstini will have his first bucket of the game. Back the other way for Forest City. First points. Dillevue for 2. It's short. Gets his own rebound. Ty is going to be fouled on the floor. And the Indians will take it out underneath the hoop with 3:53 to play in the first quarter. Foul for Belmond Klemme goes against Gabrielson. That'll be his first. Third team foul against the Broncos. It'll be Corey Thorson, Jackson Archer, and Brandsoy in for Forest City. Dillevue, Hall, and Strukel out. Tommy Miller and Connor Sopko will stay the same. They're looking for a shot clock reset. There it is. 3:53 to play here in the first quarter. Tommy Miller will inbound from the baseline on the right side of the backboard. Inside to Brandsoy, turnaround jumper. Tristan Brandsoy fresh into the game for Forest City. Gets the turnaround 2, and the Indians lead now 13-2. Belstini to Franklin. Franklin looking to drive in. Franklin inside for 2. His shot is up, and it is good. Tyrion Franklin scores for the first time tonight. Makes it now 13-4 with 3:30 to play in the first quarter. Across the half-court line comes Tommy Miller. Here's Sopko for 3. That's good. Connor Sopko is lighting it up tonight for Forest City. Third triple in the game already for Sopko. 16-4, Indians lead. 3:14 to play. Corey Thorson gets a block shot. There's that aggressiveness we just talked about at the free throw line. Here's a jumper up, and it is no good for Alfaro. Jose Alfaro is in here for Belmond Klemme. And a foul is going to be called against Forest City, or pardon me, against Belmond Klemme, coming back the other way with Forest City having the basketball. Franklin will pick up his second. 4th team foul against the Broncos. And Franklin's got to be careful. He's going to come to the bench. He has 2 fouls with 5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ty Sopko is in for the first time. The freshman brings it across the half-court line for the Indians. To Connor Sopko. And they're going to say that Connor Sopko traveled with the basketball, and we'll go the other way. 16-4, Forest City leads. 2:55 to play in the first quarter. Sopko has 3 triples and a 2-point field goal. 11 of the 16 points here for the Indians. And Belmond Klemme throws it away. It'll go back to Forest City. They were trying for a lead pass inside. Into the game for Belmond Klemme for the first time is Cooper Schleisman, the senior. So Schleisman will come out. Belstini will go, or Schleisman will come in. Belstini will go out. 2:45 to play first quarter. Brandsoy has the basketball, and they're going to say Brandsoy walked with it now. Looked like he moved forward, but he must have picked up that foot. We were obviously blocked by the Belmond Klemme bench. He rocked with it, but he must have picked up that left foot, that plant foot. It's where they call him for the travel. This is Alfaro. Jose Alfaro has the basketball. Alfaro gives it off to Gabrielson. Back to Alfaro. Stolen away by the Indians. Ty Sopko has the steal. He's going to pull up for a three. Left side, no. Corey Thorson can't control the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. 2:21 to play here in the first quarter, 16-4. Indians lead. Belmond Klemme will inbound the basketball. Alfaro has got it. Alfaro into the corner. This is Paulson. Paulson to Kern. Inside, trying to go to Gabrielson. Ball's loose on the floor, and Gabrielson stepped out of bounds. It's Forest City basketball. They try to go inside to Gabrielson, but he touched his hand as the ball was out of bounds. Trying to save it, so his hand went down with the basketball on the line. Trying to save it. And Forest City will bring it back across the half-court line. 2:03 to play here in the first quarter, 16-4. Smith is in for the first time. Greg Smith for Forest City. Now Archer. Here's Carson Hall who's back in. He gets nearly pickpocketed by Franklin. Carson Hall back out to Archer. Archer's going to try for a three. That's no good. Long. Rebound to Carson Hall. And now it's lost by Gabrielson. Gabrielson turns it over to Thorson. Thorson, jumper for two. It's good. Corey Thorson finds the two-point basket. And it's now 18-4. A little scramble play there for both teams. Turning the basketball over. Across the half-court line, Gabrielson's got it here for Belmond Klemme. Now Alfaro. Foul called on the Indians as Alfaro was driving in baseline. 1:24 to play in the first. Thorson called for his first personal. It'll be the third team foul against Forest City. Gabrielson will have to come to the bench. Inbound pass for Belmond Klemme. It is Paulson who will do the inbounding for the Broncos. Baseline left side of the backboard. They inbound the basketball to Alfaro. Back to Paulson. Here's Franklin behind the 10-foot volleyball line near half court. Paulson's going to try for a three. That's no good. Rebound is on the floor, and it's going to come up. Ty Dillavu has it. A couple of guys that could have came up with it. It is Dillavu for the Indians. Dillavu's going to try for a three. Right wing. No, it's a bit long. Long rebound to Franklin. Franklin going one-on-one with Tommy Miller. Franklin to the rim, and he scores. Now 18-6 with 51 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Tommy Miller has the basketball on the right wing. Miller stops, gives it off to Dillavu in the corner. Back to the right wing, it's Dillavu with the basketball inside to Smith. Smith got positioning, he's going to give it out to Hall for a three. No good, short. Long rebound, gets passed back inside to Corey Thorson, and he scores. The long rebound came out to Tommy Miller, and Miller just shovel passed it back inside to a wide open Thorson for a two. Thorson has four. It's 20-6, Forest City by 14. 22 seconds to play in the first quarter. Now the Indians have a steal. It's Thorson. Outlet pass to Tommy Miller. Indians are 2-on-3. Miller's just going to pull up for a three. That's no good. Out of bounds off of Belmond Klemme, and it will stay with Forest City. 11 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's Indians 20, Broncos 6. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball from the left side of the backboard. Inbounds it to Strukel. Strukel out to Dillavu, top of the key for three, scores. Dillavu knocks down a three from the top of the key. He was left wide open. 1 second to play, and Tyrion Franklin throws the ball into the ceiling, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter played. It's Forest City 23, Belmond Klemme 6. We'll come back for the second quarter right after this.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. 23-6. 7:56 to play in the second quarter. Carson Strukel underneath the backboard out to Connor Sopko for a three. It rattles around a couple of times, no good. Strukel with the follow-up shot, also no good, and a foul is going to come against Belmond Klemme. The foul will go against Belstini, his second. It'll be the 15th foul against the Broncos. Strukel's first free throw is no good. He was 1 for 2 his first time to the free throw line, misses the front end here, and makes the back end. So again, 1 for 2 at the free throw line, now 2 for 4 on the game. Indians lead 24-6, 7:44 to play here in the second quarter. Franklin across the half-court line. Franklin nearly loses out of bounds, trying to dribble his way past Carson Hall. Now Carson Hall trying to go for a pickpocket. Franklin is trapped by Tommy Miller and Carson Hall, and a foul is going to be called as Franklin drove to the rim. And they're going to get the foul on Hall. It'll be his first, fourth team foul. Both Hall and Miller were trying to get the steal of Franklin. Now a three for Kern off the inbound pass, no good. Carson Hall has it. He's going to pass to Dillevu. Dillevu back to Strukel. Strukel inside the lane, trying to go to Tommy Miller, poked out of bounds by Franklin, and it will stay with Forest City. Good passing there by the Indians, just couldn't quite get his shot up. Strukel had good defense by Belmond Klemme on him. They're going to inbound the basketball to Carson Hall on the right wing. Hall feeds inside to Strukel, though the pass is stolen away by Franklin. Franklin now one-on-one with Hall to the rim, and he scores. Franklin has 6 of the 8 for Belmond Klemme. It's 24-8. 7:06 to play in the second quarter. Hall left wing. Baseline, Hall stops back to Dillevu. He's going to square up for a three. No. Rebound is poked around. Belstini loses out of bounds, and it will stay with Forest City. Carson Hall will go out. Ty Sopko will come back in. Belstini had the best beat on that rebound, but he couldn't quite get a handle on it. They'll inbound to Strukel. Strukel trying to work on Belstini. Left-handed layup goes. Carson Strukel with a nice post move. Gets his first field goal. Now 26-8 Indians. 6:45 to play second quarter. Belstini loses it. Gets it back, though, as it was tipped off of Franklin's hands right back to him. Now Franklin floater in the lane, no good. Dillevu with the rebound. Forest City wants to run. Sopko spin move in the lane for 2, no. And the rebound to Tyrion Franklin. Franklin across the half-court line. 6:27 to play here in the second quarter. Now Kern's going to pull up for a 3 in transition, no. Rebound, well, it was going to Strukel, and he's going to get fouled by Gabrielson. So Gabrielson called for his second. It'll be the 6th team foul against Belmond Klemme. Ty Dillevu will leave for the Indians as Bransoy checks back in. 6:21 to play here in the second quarter. It's 26-8 Indians in the lead. Trying to find their first win of the season. They've got a lead right now. Tommy Miller. And shot clock never started moving, so they'll reset officials' stoppage. And Forest City will inbound the basketball now from the sideline. Shot clock moving this time. 6:17 to play here in the second quarter. Indians will get across the half-court line with Connor Sopko. Now to Tommy Miller, top of the key. Here's Ty Sopko. He's going to try for a 3 left side. That's no good. Rebound to Strukel. Strukel inside the lane. Left-handed layup again goes. Carson Strukel makes another nice move inside. He's hard to handle. 28-8, Forest City by 20. Here's Franklin, runs into his own man, Gabrielson. Top of the key. Gabrielson will bring it back out to the half-court line. Franklin. Here's Kern for a 3. That's no good. And the rebound will go to Ty Sopko. Sopko will work around the defense of Gabrielson. Here's Strukel, top of the key. Strukel in the corner to Sopko. Sopko for a triple. That's no good. And the rebound is picked up by Franklin. Franklin stops for a 3 right side. No. Rebound to Strukel. Both teams just running up and down the court right now. 5:15 to play here in the second quarter. 28-8. Indians lead the game by 20. Sopko to Tommy Miller. Try to feed it inside to Strukel. Taken away by Franklin. Franklin one-on-one with Tommy Miller to the rim. He scores. Franklin has 8 of the 10 for the Broncos. Indians have an 18-point lead. Ty Sopko with the basketball. Tommy Miller now in the corner. Connor Sopko back to Ty. I thought they were going to go back to Ty Sopko left side. Instead, Tommy Miller takes it himself. Good move there by Miller, and he'll score. 30-10 now, Forest City by 20. 4:31 to play, second quarter. Franklin with the basketball. Mitchell Farman is in for the first time for Belmond Klemme. Franklin gives the basketball back to Kern. Here's Farman back to Franklin for a three. That's in and out, no good. And the rebound will come to Forest City. Sopko. This is Connor Sopko inside the lane. Back to Tommy Miller. Miller. Floater off the glass, too strong. Rebound. Strukel is no good, but he's fouled and will head to the free throw line. So Carson Strukel will go to the free throw line for a pair. Foul for Belmond Klemme will go against Paulson. That'll be his first. 7th team foul, so Forest City will shoot free throws for the next 4 minutes. Timeout called by the official and nearly got Connor Sopko in the face with the timeout call. It'll be a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back. Indians will shoot free throws in 1 minute.
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Free throws coming for Carson Strukel. The first one is up, and it is good. Carson Strukel's third free throw of the game. Ty Dillevue will check in. Free throw is up, and it is no good for Strukel this time. 3:55 to play, second quarter, 31-10. Brody Kern with the basketball. Kern gives it out to Franklin. Franklin looking for a three, left side, no. And the rebound will go to Tristan Bransoy. Bransoy feeds it out to Tommy Miller. Now into the corner to Sopko. Inside Strukel for two, he scores. Strukel with a tough play there, took some contact as well. Now 33-10. 3:24 to play here in the second quarter. Tommy Miller with a steal for the Indians and puts it back up and scores. Now 35-10 Indians. 3:15 to play here in the second quarter. Franklin across the half-court line. Franklin. Indians trying to put a body on Franklin. Strukel goes down. Numbers here for Belmond Klemme. Back out to Franklin, top of the key. He drives in. Franklin through contact, and an offensive foul is going to be called. So offensive foul is called on Franklin. It'll be his third, 8th team foul against Belmond Klemme. And they're going to have to get Franklin out of the game as he has 3 fouls here for Belmond Klemme with 2:59 to play here in the second quarter and a 35-10 lead for Forest City. Across the half-court line comes Tommy Miller. To Jackson Archer, back to Miller, top of the key. Here's Dillevue with the basketball inside, wide open, Corey Thorson. Thorson now has 6 for the Indians. 37-10. Indians trying to get they're going to call it a travel. So Alfaro travels with it. Tommy Miller was trying to get a steal. Instead, they're going to say Alfaro shuffled his feet and travels, so it'll go back to Forest City either way. 37-10, Indians lead this one by 27. 2:31 to play until halftime. Ty Sopko, now to Ty Dillevue. Sopko has it, top of the key. Here's Jackson Archer. Back to Sopko. Sopko inside to Thorson. Thorson for two more. He scores. Corey Thorson has 8. We talked about Thorson in the pregame show as one of those guys. We saw him play probably his best game last night against Crestwood. And now add on to that as he's got 8 points here against Belmond Klemme tonight. Ty Dillavu is going to be called for the foul. It'll be his second and the 5th team foul against Forest City. They'll inbound the basketball. This is Alfaro. Ben Montenegro to Alfaro, and he carries it. Alfaro trying to go inside to Cooper Schleisman. Gets called for the carry. Also in for the first time, came in for Franklin, is Robert Naranjo. He's in as well. He came in for Franklin. 1:49 to play here in the second quarter. Sopko tried to feed inside to Smith, and it's stolen away. Stolen away by Belmond Klemme. Schleisman has got the steal. Basketball in the hands of Alfaro. He nearly goes into the backcourt. He just has to dump it off to Naranjo. Alfaro tipped around, and it's going to be stolen away by the Indians. And timeout's called by Forest City. Before Forest City turns the basketball over, it looked like the Indians nearly turned it over, but timeout's called first. 1:23 to play, second quarter. 39-10 is the lead for the Indians. We'll come back in 30 seconds.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland, New Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 1:20 to play, second quarter, 39-10. Indians have the lead and the basketball inside to Smith. Smith, though, it tipped off his hands, went off the backboard, and Belmond Klemme will get the basketball back with 1:09 to play here in the second quarter. 39-10. Basketball in the hands of Naranjo. Trying to feed it inside to Schleisman. It's stolen by the Indians, but they stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Forest City got the steal, but Archer stepped on the out-of-bounds line afterwards, so it'll go back to Belmond Klemme. 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. Schleisman has it, and he traveled. Tommy Miller back in for the Indians. 39-10 is the lead for Forest City. And Tommy Miller will bring the basketball up for the Indians. Jackson Archer inside to Smith. Smith lost it out of bounds. Smith going outside the door as both Smith and Montenegro collided with each other, and there's a double door opening going outside here from the gym, and those two collided and both rolled and opened up the door. It'll stay with Forest City, and now a foul is going to be called on Montenegro. It'll be his first foul. It'll be the 19th foul against Belmond Klemme. And Tommy Miller will shoot free throws for the Indians. One and one for Tommy Miller. First free throw is good. So Tommy will get the second end of his 1-and-1. 46 seconds to play here in the second quarter. The Indians lead by 30, 40-10. (40-10) is the lead for Forest City. 46 seconds to play in the half. Second free throw is also good from Miller. 45 seconds to play in the half now. This is Alfaro. To Belstini, stolen away by Carson Hall. Feeds the outlet pass to Corey Thorson. Falling out of bounds. The Indians get it to Tommy Miller, and he's fouled going up for a two-point shot, and he'll go to the free throw line. The foul for Belmond Klemme will go against Alfaro. That'll be his first. It'll be the 10th team foul against the Broncos in the half. And Tommy Miller will shoot free throws. The first one is up, and it is good. 3 for 3 from the free throw line is Tommy Miller. 42-10, Forest City in the lead. Second free throw on the way is up, and it is also good. 31 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 43-10 is the lead for Forest City. Basketball in the hands of Naranjo. Belstini turns around from the free throw line. Shot no good, but on the rebound, it's stolen away. Great steal there by Naranjo. Second opportunity for the Broncos. The kick ball stays with Belmond Klemme. And Belmond Klemme will call for timeouts. So Broncos call for a timeout. It'll be a full timeout with 12 seconds to play in the quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 43-10 is the lead for the Indians of Forest City. They lead by 33 points with 12 seconds to play in the first half of basketball. Inbound pass will come from Naranjo underneath the hoop. And a foul is going to be called on the inbound pass against Belmond Klemme. So the foul will be called against Belstini. So Belstini will be called for a foul. That'll be his third. Belstini has 3, Franklin has 3, the 11th team foul, the half for Belmond Klemme. 11 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 43-10, Indians will have an opportunity here with 10 seconds left. Tommy Miller, Miller in the corner to Carson Hall. Hall to Archer, 2 seconds to play. Archer to Tommy Miller at the buzzer. No. We've played 2 quarters of basketball. It's Forest City leading Belmond Klemme 43-10. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 1 minute here at halftime.
The Super Bowl in Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Buccese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing, Heating, and Affordable is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today.
Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as we're at the halftime. Our halftime show today brought to you by Waldorf University. Before we get into that, though, talking with the Forest City girls basketball team, and Jaden Jerome joins us now first here. And what a game that was, Jaden, coming back after back-to-back nights. First of all, playing back-to-back nights, how do you feel the team was on a back-to-back night?
I thought we started out a little bit flatter than last night even, but it was good that we had last night since we were off for that half week or whatever, and yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to you last night, so how was that from your perspective? How do you think the team handled that, going a week without a game and then coming back on Monday? Obviously a little bit of a slow start, but you guys built into it.
Yeah, I think that our offense struggled a little bit. We were just missing that connection, but our defense is usually there, so we had that going, and then our offense ended up coming along throughout the game.
fantastic night shooting the three ball for you. You had 15 points last night, 12 points tonight, so 27 the last 2 games for you. What'd you see? I mean, you just were able to square up and knock down threes tonight.
Yeah, my teammates were doing a really good job just driving and kicking it out. I thought we were doing that well with everyone and just finding the shooters around the perimeter.
Do you feel like you're feeling pretty confident right now with your shot? Because you look confident when you're shooting. Do you feel confident?
Yeah, I think so. It's just every time I get the ball, I got to be ready to shoot and know I can knock it down. And if not, I'm probably not going to.
And you've done a nice job driving, penetrating the lane this year a few times. Saw that a couple times tonight, getting to the hoop as well, adding that. So what are you seeing there? When are you going to the rim? When are you shooting the three?
Well, it's something where I can't just shoot all the time. So I've been working on, just going in more and then being able to be the person to find the people around the perimeter.
Absolutely. Jaden, a career high for you last night. 12 more points for you tonight. Congratulations on back-to-back wins. Have a good holiday break, and we'll talk to you again in January.
Thank you. You too.
That was Forest City's Jaden Jerome joining us here at halftime. We're joined now by Carly Lambert as well, as she had 17 tonight for Forest City. A couple of times this year she has scored 17 points. Led the Indians with those 17 points. Yeah, there we go. Live radio.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it'll work out. It'll work out. Small spaces. Actually, we had a little bit more room last night upstairs in the crow's nest. But 17 points here for you tonight, Carly. Free throw line the first half again. You were fantastic from the free throw line. Talk about your approach at the free throw line.
Yeah, it's always good to be able to drive to the rim and get calls like that. And it wasn't just me; it was my team too. It's good for us all to be able to get to the line and find our stroke for other shots too.
And you were able to knock down a couple of threes. Talk about your teammate Jaden Jerome. She had 4 threes tonight. You guys with the bulk of the three-point shots between you and Jaden. Is that something you guys ever see things between each other and help each other out when you're shooting those three-point shots?
Yeah, we can always tell when we're feeling it, and that's a good thing too, so that your teammates know to get you the ball. But it's always nice to just have that kind of like accountability partner almost.
Yeah, and it's been a couple of years now. I know over the last couple of years, you guys slowly get more and more camaraderie. You guys, the older girls, you and Jaden especially, do you feel that building each and every year more and more between you two?
Yeah, and building confidence is also key, and I feel like Jaden has done a really good job building her confidence up and just throughout our team too. Just the younger girls are doing great this year.
And of course, you with your confidence, you got to have confidence to shoot the three. You got to have confidence to shoot the free throw. It's obviously something that's a strong suit of yours.
Yeah, I mean, every night, obviously, you have to have confidence in yourself and your teammates, or things aren't going to go well for you.
Back-to-back wins going into the Christmas break. Is that momentum? Is that a good thing for your team?
Yeah, that is definitely a good thing. It's always hard to go into a break off of a loss, but so it was nice that we could come out and play our best basketball before break.
What do you guys think you need to do in the Christmas break to be prepared? Some big games out of holiday.
Yeah, we just need to stay focused and locked in, and even though we have a break, obviously just getting into the gym and shooting, keeping your shot just up to date is always key, and confidence, that always helps too.
What's on your Christmas list?
Clothes and shoes.
There we go. Well, you got to have that. You got to have that. Carly, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Carly Lambert from the Forest City girls basketball team, and she's asking for clothes and shoes. Her head coach was wearing a Santa outfit, so maybe he'll be doing more than coaching basketball this year, maybe delivering some presents to the kids of the world. As Coach Erpelding will join us now as well. Coach, we were just talking about it. I asked Carly what was on her Christmas list, and of course you were playing Santa out there tonight, your team with plenty of gifts, and you find the victory tonight. A lot of fun, back-to-back victories for your team, Coach.
Yeah, it was, and it was the same type of performance tonight. I felt like, it struggled a little bit at times on the offensive end. Relied on our defense to carry us and kind of get us going again there in the second half. But, yeah, so, we got a lot of things we need to work on. But, I thought back-to-back nights, pretty intense games, good competition. I thought we really responded well for back-to-back nights, especially long road trips. Last night, getting home at 11:30 or whatever the heck time it was, and get up, go to school, and come back, make another road trip, and perform well. So proud of the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's maybe I was just talking to the girls about this too. maybe some momentum, because you guys got some big games when you come out of the Christmas holidays. So maybe these back-to-back games, some momentum you can carry.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about that in the locker room afterwards. If we have a good practices over break, I really think we can surprise the people right out of the gate. I think if we do things well, we can play with Garrigan for longer than we maybe have been able to in the past. And maybe keep the ball out of Audie's hands by the pressure our guards can put on. So if we can clean some things up in a couple of our defenses, I think we can get a chance to surprise the people against Garrigan. Maybe not get the win, but be respectable, and then build off of that, because then it's Lake Mills and Clear Lake in that same week. So, yeah, we've definitely, I felt like, turned the corner, getting better every day, and we just got to get a ball in our hand over break here, in the dead period, so when we start practicing again, we don't start all over again, so that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's one of the other things I was going to mention to you is you guys have some momentum now. It's almost like the Christmas holiday may be in a bad spot this year. You guys have the momentum, and now you might lose some of it going out of Christmas. But as you mentioned, going to try to shoot. Let's go on defense really quick, because I thought you guys played really well defensively against some players that can really score the basketball. I thought you did well.
We did. I felt like first half Barris got, I think she might have had a couple threes there in the first half, which she wasn't supposed to get. And they got a couple late, which I would have liked us to be able to identify. But, I think maybe Lamb was in double figures, and was that maybe it for them? I don't know. But we held her to 13, I think it was, which is good. She's a very good offensive player. But, yeah, our defense, once again, we just locked down. And, I thought we played with composure for 32. And, I think you've seen Belmond get rattled there when things weren't going well. And we were able to survive that run that they made. So.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us again. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family. We'll see you after the break.
Same to you. Thanks, Aaron.
That's Forest City coach Matt Erpelding. We'll come back in 1 minute for more of the halftime show.
Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians.
Welcome back here on KIOW. Let's take a look at our scoring rundown in the first half. It was Tommy Miller with 10 points for Forest City. Ty Dillavu had 3 points. It was a 11-point half for Connor Sopko. Carson Strukel had 3 2-point field goals and 3 free throws as well, so 9 points for him in the first half. 8 points for Corey Thorson, 2 for Tristan Bransoy. Belmond Klemme had 8 points out of Tyrion Franklin, as Forest City will get a steal to start the second half. And Belstini had the other 2 points, a 2-point field goal, 10 points for the Broncos. Tristan Bransoy is going to go to the rim. He is fouled and will go to the free throw line. So Tristan Bransoy will start the half out at the free throw line for Forest City. As Bransoy will shoot 2. Foul for Belmond Klemme goes against Kern. His first of the half for the Broncos. First free throw for Bransoy goes. Second free throw on the way is also good. So the Indians will get both free throws to go. They now lead 45-10, 7:34 to play in the third period. Farman with the basketball to Franklin. Franklin back inside to Farman, and his shot is no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Carson Hall. Kick out to Tommy Miller. Miller across court to Sopko is going to try for a 3. Good long pass from Tommy Miller, and Sopko will knock down the 3. It is the 4th 3 of the game for Connor Sopko. And now 48-10 is the lead for the Indians with 7:01 to play here in the third quarter. Indians with the basketball. Drive inside, it is Kern. Kern will try for a 3, and it's going to hit the shot clock and will go out of bounds and will go to Forest City. 6:47 to play here in the third quarter. 48-10 is the lead for the Indians. And Forest City will get the basketball back. Farman was tying his shoe. So that was the quick pause. Here we go. Tommy Miller across the half-court line for the Indians. Top of the key, gives it off to Sopko, left wing. Sopko to Brandsoy, top of the key. Brandsoy gives it over to Carson Hall. 6:20 to play, third quarter. Hall back towards the half-court line. To Sopko, left wing. Sopko to Brandsoy. Brandsoy over to Carson Hall. Hall inside, trying to go to Strukel, but a foul is going to be called offensively away from the ball against Forest City. So they're going to give a player control foul to Tommy Miller away from the ball. First team foul against Forest City. First foul against Tommy Miller in the half. 5:40 to play here in the third quarter. Kern with the basketball. He'll give it off to Paulson. Inside to Farman. Looking for Chu. Jumper is no good. Rebound to Paulson. Gives it back to Farman for Chu more, and he scores. Second attempt for Farman goes. His first points of the game. Now 48-12, Forest City in the lead. 5:22 to play in the third quarter. Carson Hall has it left wing. Hall gives it off to Sopko. Sopko's going to try for another three. That's no good. And the rebound goes to Belmond Klemme. 5:11 to play here in the third quarter. Sopko has knocked down 4 triples tonight. That one, though, didn't go. Here's Paulson inside to Farman. Farman left-handed layup short. And the rebound will go to Belmond Klemme. So it's going to go off of Brandsoy. And Belmond Klemme will keep the basketball with 4:50 to play here in the third quarter. Inbound pass will come. To Farman, who's going to wind up for a long chew. It's good. Farman gets a long chew to go. His foot was on the line. It'll be a 2-point basket, 48-14. 4:30 to play here in the third quarter. Here's Carson Hall. Hall, step back, three-point shot, right wing, no. Rebound is out of bounds off of Farman. It will stay with Forest City. 4:18 to play here in the third quarter. Indians will make a full-sail change as 5 in, 5 outs. Thorson, Archer, Smith, Dillevu, Sopko, Ty Sopko for Forest City. The 5 that were in are out. Carson Hall, Strukel, Brandsoy, Connor Sopko, and Tommy Miller. Inbound pass to Archer. Archer with the basketball near half court. 2:53 to play now in the third quarter. 48-14. Continuous clock is on. That's why the clock keeps moving and the time keeps ticking. Smith will have the floater to go. Greg Smith finds his first basket. Now 50-14. 3:37 to play here in the third quarter. Top of the key, Kern, Paulson, back to Kern on the left wing. He's going to try for a three. That is no good. Rebound is going to be caught and put in for Belmond Klemme. Hutch McMurray grabs the rebound, puts it back in with the contact, and we'll have a chance at a three-point play. So McMurray gets the 2 to go. We'll have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul for Forest City, their second. And the shot is up, and it is good. So a three-point play there for McMurray. Makes it 50-17. 3:20 to play here in the third quarter. Ty Sopko has the basketball to Archer on the right wing. Archer back to Thorson, top of the key. Has it taken away by Gabrielson. Quick pass out to Tyrion Franklin. Franklin inside for 2. His shot is up and good. Tyrion Franklin scores. And here comes Belmond Klemme. They've got 5 straight points, 50-19. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Ty Dillevu will drive to the rim. We've got a foul called offensively against Corey Thorson. So an offensive foul called against Corey Thorson. No shot there from Dillevu. Thorson's second. It'll be the third team foul called against Forest City. 2:35 to play here in the third quarter, 50-19. Not sure Coach Rosacker was too enthused with that offensive foul called. 2:26 to play here in the third quarter. Tyrion Franklin gives it off to Kern. Kern will look for a three. That's no good off the side of the backboard. Dillevu the long rebound, and the Indians are 4-on-3 the other way. Ty Sopko will drive in, floater off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, also no good. And Tyrion Franklin has the basketball. Franklin across the half-court line, top of the key. Franklin back to McMurray. 2:01 to play, third quarter. McMurray to Kern on the left wing. Kern has the basketball to McMurray, third block, looking for two, floater no. Smith with the rebound for Forest City. He'll feed it off to Dillevue, and the Indians will bring it across the half-court line and set up the offense with 1:47 to play in the third quarter. 50-19. Here's Sopko at the free throw line, and he's fouled. If that's on Franklin, that's going to be his fourth. It is on Franklin. It is the fourth against the Belmond Klemme Jr. And he'll stay in the basketball game with 4 fouls. 1:24 to play here on the third quarter, 50-19. Ty Sopko has the basketball left wing. Sopko will drive in. Sopko has to feed it back out to Smith. Smith over to Dillevue. Dillevue at the free throw line, now back to Archer. Archer penetration to Smith. Quick pass to Dillevue. Dillevue back to Archer left wing. Archer trying to feed inside to Smith. The lane collapsed though. Dillevue feeds Smith. Smith inside for two. His shot no good, just a bit short. And the rebound for Belmond Klemme will come up to Schleisman. Smith goes hard to the floor. He's on the floor. It is continuation and a foul called on Forest City back the other way. Basket is good and the foul. The foul will go against Dillevue as the Indians were playing 5-on-4. As Smith went down, he got hurt. He'll have to come out now for Forest City, as will the 4 other Indians. So 5 in, 5 out again for Forest City. Dillevue, third foul. 4th team foul against Forest City. 49 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Tyrion Franklin gets the 2 to go and will have an opportunity at the free throw line. It's up and it is good. Now 50-22, 47 seconds to play, third quarter. Across the half-court line, top of the key. Basketball to Tommy Miller. Sopko, Carson Hall. Tommy Miller, floater, left side, it's good. Tommy Miller gets the 2-point basket to go. 52-22 should be the score now. Scoreboard never changed. There it goes. 27 seconds. Ball is loose near the out-of-bounds line. Kept alive by Strukel. Stolen away by the Indians. Here's Sopko on a lead pass from Hall. Back to Hall. We'll look for a 3 right wing. It is good with 16 seconds to play in the third quarter. Carson Hall scores for the Indians. 55-22. 8 seconds to play in the third quarter. Across the half-court line, Franklin will try for a 3. It is no good. Rebound is loose. Schleisman at the buzzer, no. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. We've played 3. It's Forest City 55, Belmond Klemme 22. We'll come back for the fourth and final right after this. Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 55-22, Forest City leads this basketball game with 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Dillevue has the basketball to Archer, now to Corey Thorson, top of the key. Thorson having a career night tonight. He has 8 points for Forest City. Dillevue to Sopko. This is Ty Sopko, top of the key. Back in the corner for Dillevue. He will try for a 3. That is no good. Rebound to Smith. Smith will find 2. He scores. Smith's got 4 for Forest City. 57-22, 7:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line comes Brody Kern. Kern trying to go inside a Farman, and a foul is going to be called against Forest City's Corey Thorson. So Thorson will pick up his 3rd foul. It'll be the 15th foul against Forest City in the half. 7:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass to Kern, top of the key. Kern brings it in. He's going to try to drive baseline jumper, no good. Farman, no, that's Belstini with the rebound. Belstini from the third block floater. He misses. And the rebound goes to Sopko. Ty Sopko across the half-court line. Sopko drives in. Sopko looking for two. His shot no good. And the basketball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Belmond Klemme, so Forest City will get it back. 6:41 to play here in the fourth quarter. 57-22. Indians lead the basketball game. Delavu will inbound the basketball to Smith. Smith to Archer. To Sopko, and the Indians will set up their offense with 2:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. Smith to Hall, back to Sopko. He's going to try for a three right side. It's good. Ty Sopko will knock down a triple here for the Indians. 3 threes for Forest City in the second half, 60-22. 6:07 to play here in the fourth quarter. Here's a three-point basket on the way for Montenegro. It's no good, and the Indians will grab the rebound. Archer has it batted out of bounds by Tyrion Franklin. 5:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. 60-22, Forest City in the lead. On their way to their first victory of the season. Ty Sopko gets it from Archer. Archer's got it on the right wing, back from Sopko. Smith, Sopko in the corner looking for another three. It's no good, and the rebound goes to McMurray for Belmond Klemme. 5:30 to play here in the fourth quarter, 60-22. Across the half-court line, stolen away by Delavu. Delavu's got a steal. Delavu carries it, and it'll go back to Belmond Klemme. Delavu with the carry goes back to Belmond Klemme with 5:17 to play here in the fourth quarter, 60-22. Indians will make a full-sale change as they'll bring 5 new in. In for Forest City, a sophomore Ryan Bailey wears number 24. Also, you've got sophomore Lucas Kearney, 32. Senior Alex Eisenbrand is in. Junior Jack Thompson is in. And junior Rylan Litzen is in for Forest City. Belmond Klemme will find a 2-point basket. With 4:43 to play here in the fourth quarter. Jack Thompson has the ball for the Indians on the right wing. Here to Kearney. Bailey's going to try for a three. That's no good. Rebound is poked out of bounds, and it will go back to Belmond with 4:25 to play here in the fourth quarter, 60-24. And they'll pause. I don't think the scoreboard ever put those 2 points they scored a moment ago on the board. Is that what they're looking for? No. They put the shot clock back. Okay, apparently the shot clock reset, thinking it hit the rim, but it did not. The shot clock did not reset. It goes back to 15. 4:10 to play, and it's poked out of bounds. It'll be 1 second on the shot clock. Forest City has to get a shot off in 1 second. 4:04 to play here in the fourth quarter. They got to get one shot off here in 1 second. That's the shot clock violation. 3:56 to play here in the fourth quarter. Had to get a shot up, and they did not. Across the half-court line comes Belmond Klemme. Indians lead 60-22, and a foul is going to be called against Forest City. Two free throws will come here for Tyrion Franklin. It'll be the 5th team foul against Forest City in the half. The foul goes against Thompson, his first. First free throw is up, and it is good for Tyrion Franklin. And he'll get one more. It's up, and it is also good. 60-24, 3:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line, Litzen's got the basketball on the right side. Litzen gives it off to Kearney, left wing. Kearney feeds Thompson. Thompson looking for a swing three, no good. Belstini has it. Belstini, it's loose. Now it's up to Franklin. Franklin drives in, looking for two. No, it's a charge, and Franklin is going to pick up his 5th foul. So Tyrion Franklin is going to pick up his 5th foul as he's going to foul out. Taking a charge there is Kearney as he steps in front of it. It'll be the 5th team foul against Franklin, 3rd team foul against Belmond Klemme. And Franklin will foul out of the game. 60-24, 2:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line. Basketball in the hands of Eisenbrand, top of the key. Eisenbrand gives it off to Bailey. Bailey drives the baseline, and a foul is going to be called on Belmond Klemme with 2:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Foul is called against Robert Naranjo. His first. It'll be the 15th foul against Belmond Klemme. Forest City will bring in some more fresh bodies. Jack Thompson has the basketball here for the Indians. Thompson with it. Here's Kearney, 2:10 to play in the fourth quarter, 60-24. Indians will set it up with 2:03 to play in the fourth. 60-24. Bailey inside to Litzen. Litzen for two. His shot no good. And the rebound is picked up by Belmond Klemme with 1:51 to play in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line come the Broncos. Indians on their way to their first win of the season. Basketball in the hands of DeBeer. His shot no good. Rebound by Thompson. Thompson's got it for the Indians. Thompson streaking the other way. Thompson for two. No good on his shot. And the rebound will come out to Forest City with 1:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Foul is called against Belmond Klemme. It'll be the 6th team foul against the Broncos. The foul will go against DeBeer. That'll be his first. Substitutions for Forest City. Kearney and Thompson will go out. 1:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass to Litzen. Bailey's got it at the top of the key. 60-24. 58 seconds now to play in this what should be the first win of the season for the Indians. Eisenbrand. 51 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Bailey, no shot, and he's going to call for a travel. So Indians were looking for a foul. They don't get it. Instead, it's a travel, and Belmond Klemme gets it back with 40 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. 60-24 is the score for Forest City. On their way to the victory tonight over Belmond Klemme to close out the stretch of to the Christmas break, which we'll have, and then come back on January 3rd for Bishop Garrigan versus Forest City. That'll be our first game back from the break. Bailey for two, no. Rebound picked up by Belmond Klemme, 14 seconds to play, and the Broncos lose it out of bounds. 5 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter as the Indians will inbound. 2 seconds to play, and that'll be the end of the basketball game as Forest City will win by a final score of 60-24. The Indians, will find their first win of the season, 60-24. We'll have the post-game show for you in 2 minutes.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Richard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck for the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City,
member FDIC equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Jennier. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as Forest City defeats Belmond Klemme in boys basketball tonight by a final score of 60-24. The final here in the fourth quarter. Our post-game show today brought to you by our friends at County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds in Forest City brings you today's post-game show. For Forest City, Forest City will score by quarter by this, 26-17, 12 and 5. Belmond Klemme by quarter like this, 6-4, 12, 2. As the Indians led 55-22 at the end of the third quarter, and then went on to win the game by a final score of 60-24. They hold the Broncos to 2 points in the fourth quarter. 26 points in the first quarter is what propelled Forest City to the victory tonight. Scoring recap looks like this. Then we'll get to our MBT Bank player of the game. Tommy Miller had 12 points for the Indians. Connor Sopko led the Indians with 14 points. Tommy Miller had 12. 9 points for Strukel, 8 points for Corey Thorson, 3 points for Carson Hall, 3 points for Ty Dillevue, 4 points for Greg Smith, also in the game for Forest City. For Belmond Klemme, the scoring looks like this. Tyrion Franklin had 13 points. It was 4 points for Mitchell Farman, 3 points for Hutch McMurray, and 2 points for Jackson Bellstini. That'll be the scoring for the Broncos as Forest City wins by a final score of 60-24, the final. Our MBT Bank player of the game. MBT Bank will bring you the player of the game. We'll have that for you in 30 seconds. Our MBT Bank player of the game is going to go to Connor Sopko. Sopko has 14 points, including 4 3-point baskets for Forest City tonight, and he will be the MBT Bank player of the game. Well, again, that's going to do our coverage here for the first part of the season as we go now into the Christmas holiday. Forest City boys will go there 1-4, 1-2 in conference play. Belmond Klemme will go there with an overall record of 0-7 and 0-4 in conference play. As far as girls basketball goes, Forest City also finds the victory in girls basketball tonight as well. So the Indians get the sweep, first boy-girl doubleheader sweep of the season for Forest City. As we'll go into the Christmas holiday now, and we will come back after the new year with Bishop Garrigan on January 3rd. So Bishop Garrigan, January 3rd at Bishop Garrigan, 7:30 boys game. It'll be a 6:15 girls game as always, 6 o'clock pregame show. Hopefully you can join us for that. Should be a lot of fun. Stay tuned to KIOW over the Christmas holiday. Got some fun stories coming up. I know we won't be playing basketball, so we have a few stories, including talking about the Forest City girls basketball team. They've hit a milestone here this year with this season. So it should be a lot of fun. We're going to have some stories up on KIOW throughout the Christmas break to keep you in the basketball mood, and we'll come back in January for Bishop Garrigan and Forest City on January the 3rd. I want to thank all of our great sponsors for sponsoring the Indians and our great businesses here in Belmond as well. We have a lot of great businesses that help us out with things here in Belmond as well. We appreciate each and every single one of them. If you're a sponsor in tonight's broadcast, go out, patronize those businesses, and tell them that you appreciate their support of both Forest City and Belmond Klemme Bronco Athletics. Again, Forest City with the sweep tonight. Thanks to John Jacobs back at the studio for all of his hard work. Jeremiah was on camera. We appreciate him as well. I'm Zerna Gastel saying good night from Belmont.